Finally, finally, the San Antonio Spurs are back home. What is up, San Antonio Spurs fans and Sacramento King fans? Welcome to TSR Sports, where I'll be doing a live play-by-play for tonight's game, where the visiting Kings, for yes, finally back home after an 8-game, I believe, rodeo road trip, are San Antonio Spurs. Of course, there's another storyline here, San Antonio Spurs fans. Greg Popovich has a legit chance to tie the most wins in NBA history as a head coach, so I had to have him here with me tonight and has a chance to break the record on Saturday night. So you know I'm going to be live for that. A couple of little storylines here, though, for Spurs fans and Kings fans. We have two former Spurs on the Sacramento Kings tonight. One of them is starting. I did not realize he was a starter. Quite frankly, didn't realize he got traded from the Pistons to the Kings. Trey Lyles will be playing tonight in the starting lineup at power forward. And also former teammate Chimezie Metu may come off the bench at some point against his former team. Glazer Bacon, good evening. Keto, what's going on? Ace Jude, Spurs basketball is back, and it's nice to see them back at the A&TT Center. It's been a long time since they've been home, and I'm liking this light schedule this week. 3 games. I think they only have 3 games next week. These teams are very close in the standings. The Kings come in at 23 and 41. The San Antonio Spurs come in at 24 and 38. Both still have a chance to make the play-in, but they're going to both have to play better moving forward to do so. Probably the biggest surprise with the Sacramento Kings is the amount of trades they made recently. Having Domantas Sabonis come over from the Pacers, and then trading away Tyrese Halliburton, who I thought, correct me if I'm wrong, I thought he was playing pretty darn well for Sacramento. I thought that would be their point guard for the next decade, and he's no longer on the team. Vamos, Spurs, vamos! Lucio, thank you for stopping in. Jared, Gabriel, Francisco, let me roll my R. Francisco, thank you for stopping in. And yes, vamos, Spurs, vamos to you. Veronica, thank you for stopping in. Go Spurs, go. You know what? We need one of these. Go Spurs, go! All right, and if you ain't down with that, I got a bunch of these for you. All right, that's how I roll tonight. Well, the Kings received Sabonis, Holiday, Lamb, and a 2023 second-round pick. The Pacers got Halliburton, Hield, and Thompson. Such a crazy trade, one that I didn't expect. But you know what? As a fan of the San Antonio Spurs, we made a lot of trades that I wasn't expecting either, the biggest one being Derek White. What's up, full-time Spurs fans? Jack Squirty, Ernie, Peter's gone a channel member film. Romeo Langford's available? He doesn't have a sore butt or anything? He actually can play? Wow. Langford is available. Will he play? No. Not a chance. Come on, let's not fool ourselves. I hope we have a good night here at Spurs fans. Hopefully we have a big win. And, excited. Tomorrow's Friday. The weekend's coming. Don't have a lot planned. I have the Spurs game planned for Saturday night. For those of you subscribed to TSR Music, if you haven't watched it, I probably dropped the grossest video I've done on the channel. It was just a bunch of clips from movies I did back in the day to a Cannibal Corpse song. It's absolutely ridiculous. So just forewarned, it's way over the top. But I'm having a lot of fun with the music channel. You guys don't know I love making music. And having fun here too, just covering the 2 teams I love the most. The San Antonio Spurs and the New York Giants. What's that mean? What am I going to do when basketball season ends for our Spurs? Probably next month. I don't know because there's no baseball. Can't watch the Yankees anyway. So May, June, July, August, and September, I guess I'll just be enjoying life and trying to do content when I can, doing some Giants content. If there's any Spurs things that pop up that I want to cover, there probably won't be much Spurs news aside from the draft coming up. But, I'll stay busy and do stuff, focus on TSR music, and that's all I got. Correct me if I'm wrong. As long as the Raptors make the playoffs, we get their first round pick. They have to make the playoffs, Jack. So you guys gotta root for the Raptors to make the playoffs. If it's a bluff, maybe he'll play. Hey, Jeff, are you the one who always put you look like James Silas? Yes. You are very consistent with your comments. Thank you for stopping in. Happy hour with the Buds. All right. Pop is wearing a purple tie. Oh, geez, he isn't wearing a Pop. Poppy got sloppy. Anyway, AB, good evening to you. And I'm excited. I'm excited. I got to say, I know a lot of you are Cowboys fans, and I might do a video on this soon, but I was thinking the New York Giants this season really are going to suck. They're going to be so bad. They're already starting to trim the roster. They cut Devontae Booker and Kyle Rudolph, our backup running back and tight end, respectively. Evan Engram's probably going to be out the door. Another tight end, Saquon Barkley, apparently is being talked about for trade. Their salary cap is so bad, and the team is such a mess. I think this is going to be a long season again for Giants fans, particularly this guy. But you know what? I love the team. I'm going to call them on Sundays when the games are available. And at the very least, you guys can come in and troll me and be like, hey, Rich, how's it going at halftime? The Giants are down 28-0. That's probably will happen at least once. All right, Peter, well, I'm going to try not to yell because you're wearing earphones. That being said, no promises. By the way, I don't know if you guys saw this. I saw this on the Spurs Facebook, and it hurts me to have to bring this up, but it happened. Y'all, if you don't know, Jakob Poeltl got dunked on by Jean Morant the other night and was posterized. But they're not saying that Jakob Poeltl was posterized. They're saying he was Poeltlized. And I hope that doesn't become a trend now when one player dunks over a big man, that he got Poeltlized, that our big man, the man in the middle, his last name is now going to be associated with getting embarrassed, basically. Earning, yes, I feel like the Spurs are going to win tonight, which is why Greg Popovich is with me. That's right, Kerm, you did change your name. This is a Spurs beach towel. I have a Spurs beach towel, and I also have a New York Giants beach towel. And the reason I'm using beach towels is prior to kind of resetting the channel in the fall, I used to have the green screen up on the wall. I had a green screen on my couch. And having people over, trying to explain why you have a green screen on your living room wall, that kind of is kind of weird. And having sitting on the green screen wasn't comfortable either. I was always, fidgeting with it throughout the live streams. So I was like, you know what? Back to basics. I'll put the Spurs towel right here when I'm doing Spurs stuff, put the Giants towel when I'm doing Giants stuff. And it's very simple to put up a thumbtack and have a jersey hanging on the wall, and then just take the jerseys down after my streams. I do own a green screen. It was only $13 on Amazon, but it's in one of my hobby rooms. It's taking up the wall for my music videos, but that's in a room that people don't go into. Whereas my living room, I do have guests once every 6 months. It's your boy Rico. Good evening. J650, I have been a Spurs and Giants fan for over 30 years. It's been a long time. I love the teams. By the way, starting lineups, oh, you didn't know. Jakob Poeltl, Doug McDermott, Keldon Johnson, Devin Vassell, and DeJounte Murray. I had Lonnie Walker in my head, who's just playing so well lately. I hope he keeps it up. For the Sacramento Kings, De'Aaron Fox, Justin Holiday, Harrison Barnes, former San Antonio Spur Trey Lyles, and newly acquired Domantas Sabonis from the Indiana Pacers. Should be interesting. The Spurs, but correct me if I'm wrong, struggled in previous games where they played against Sabonis with Indiana. So will they be able to handle him here? The Sacramento Kings don't quite have the size the Pacers did, so hopefully that works out for us. Yes, Poeltlize. Yeah, that's a thing now. Hi there, TSR. The Kings are behind us in the playoffs, so Cowboy X Factor would be more the Kings spoiling our playoff push if they win tonight. I don't know about the new Batman. Yes, Sirski. If the Spurs win tonight, Pop ties the record for most wins. They win on Saturday. He breaks the record. It's going to happen this week. Going to happen this week. Evan, good evening. Thank you for stopping in. AOI's changes. Thank you for stopping in. Yeah, one more before the game starts. Go Spurs, go! And if you haven't hit the thumbs up, fast, free, fun, nutritious, and delicious, and it is the easy way to help the channel. Thank you all for being here. Spurs lead this series all-time 125-61. No surprise, Spurs had a dynasty with Tim Duncan. The Kings have been up and down pretty much throughout my lifetime. Trey Lyles is starting for the Kings. Now, Cowboy X Factor, I would rather the Spurs and Lakers make the play-in and the Spurs knock them out. Oh, I would love that. I think we move back to 11th and 1.5 games out. Yeah, we're right on the cusp, Spurs fans. By the way, they're showing it right now. Don Nelson, 1,335 wins. Greg Popovich, 1,334. 1 win away. The players are on the court, and away we go. All right, let's have a fun stream tonight. Fun play-by-play, fun chat. Pop a win. Spurs win the jump ball. Maybe I should bring up my interactive scoreboard so I can keep score above my head for y'all. That probably would make some sense, but, old TSR sleeping on the job. There is 8 on the shot clock. DeJounte Murray on three-point land. Over to Keldon Johnson. Takes the 3, and he will in and out burger the 3. Goes in and out. The ball is going to be knocked out of bounds. It will stay with the San Antonio Spurs. I heard Kevin Durant is back. Yes, Francisco, I will show you the game. The game! Boop, boop. All right, there you go. I think ideally, Evan, most people want us to make Spurs fans want us to make the play-in, but lose. There are a lot of Spurs fans that want the Spurs to lose out and tank. I'd rather make the play-in, get pop the record, but still get a lottery pick. That we have a lot of draft capital to trade and move up in said draft. DeJounte Murray pull-up jumper is no good. Spurs over 2 to start the game. Fun, fun, fun until Daddy takes her T-Bird away, Veronica. What's up, Butterfly? Thank you for stopping in. Kings with the ball. Harrison Barnes over to Trey Lyles, former San Antonio Spur in the paint, throws it up. No good. Gets fouled. Looks like Trey Lyles is going to the line for 2. Wow, the workouts are going good. I took today off, admittedly. Sometimes your body just needs to recover, but they'll be back. I worked out twice yesterday, twice the day before, and I'll be back twice tomorrow. And things are going well. I'm feeling it. If I feel it, I don't know if I quite see it yet. First points of the game on the board. Trey Lyles makes the first free throw. And that is correct, Arnoldo. 1,335. 11 minutes to go in the first Q. Trey Lyles at the line for a uno free throw. Good. Made them both. 2-0. Larry pick if we can use that on any player, not someone we have to. Evan, that's fair. I don't want to see him in the G League for half the season. And if the Spurs get a top 10 pick, a top 8 pick, I got to think they'll be hopefully starting sooner than later. Denvis held the ball in three-point land. Pick and roll with Jakob Poeltl. Starts to drive into the paint. Throws it up. And in and out. Spurs eating too many in and out burgers to start this game. That's 2 shots that went in and came right back out again. It is Kings ball. Trey Lyles thinks about the baseline 3. Pulls it down. 1-on-1 with Keldon. Goes to the post. Turnaround jumper is no good. DeJounte Murray with the rebound. He will bring it up for our Spurs. Spurs fans, as always, thank you for being here. Kings fans, thank you for stopping in tonight. Jakob Poeltl, short jumper, bounces around, and that's an in-and-out burger, too. These rims stink. Now, Francisco, I just want being 44, when my body says take a day off, I have to listen to it. I've had some shoulder issues and left elbow issues, so if it's acting up, I listen to it. Kelman takes a corner 3, and that's another miss. The Spurs have not scored in the first 2 minutes of this game. De'Aaron Fox will kick it out to Harrison. Domantas Sabonis. Wow, I was thinking there. Back to De'Aaron Fox. 3 is good. Harrison Barnes and Domantas Sabonis do not look like each other. 5-0. And a cutting DeJounte Murray with the feed from Jakob Poeltl scores the first bucket. And Jakob Poeltl's assists have been heading in one direction, up. And I noticed he shaved the beard. Maybe he doesn't want to look like that guy that got Poeltlized a few nights ago. That's a miss in the paint, and it's Spurs balls. DeJounte Murray brings it up the court, drops it off to Keldon Johnson. It's in the paint, back to DeJounte, and DeJounte has all 4 of the Spurs points to start off the first quarter. Chris Lightsey, channel member, thank you for stopping in. Playoff push for, yes. Chris, I agree 100%, and I like that position. Ball goes out of bounds. It'll stay with the Kings. Got the battle of fives tonight. De'Aaron Fox versus DeJounte Murray, both number 5. J Money, what's up? Thank you for stopping in. Katie got a technical his first day back. By the way, did you see DeJounte Murray got the fined like 20,000 for throwing off that referee's legs that wasn't paying attention? Did Doug get a haircut too, Veronica? Yes, he did. He just took a 3. Didn't make it though. Little too much on it. Had he had that extra hair, that extra weight, probably would have made the shot go in. A lot of our guys get haircuts. Murray deflects the ball out of bounds. It'll stay with the Kings. And that's 2 deflections, I think, for DeJounte Murray already in this first quarter. They don't go in the stat sheet as steals, but still slowing down the opposing team. But I don't know if Ben's B-Town breakdown, my man. Stay strong, brother. I'm going to text you every day, whether you like it or not, while you're in there. I'm texting you every day and keeping in touch. Because we're not fans of the same team. You're Boston. I'm not. But we're both Massachusetts strong, my brother. M.A. strong. New England strong. Trey Lyles is fouled. Going to go to the line for 2. The ranch gang is strong. No haircuts on the rodeo road trip. Was that the rule? Trey Lyles' first free throw was good. Trey Lyle got 3 points against his former team already. Ben Simmons is handling physical issues. Huh. Lonnie El Quatro's already checking in for the Spurs, as is Joshua Primo. Devin Vassell and Doug McDermott coming out. So Pop going with a smaller lineup. We're going to have 3 guard. Well, essentially, I mean, Kelton's a wing. I feel like he could play the 2 or 3. I mean, are there really guards, small forwards, and shooting guards anymore? I mean, it just feels like that position is kind of blended. But Spurs going small as Trey Lyles hits both free throws. 8:40 to go, and the small lineup in. Lonnie Walker getting in really early. Devin and Doug out to start the game. I'm a little shocked. DeJounte with the ball right now starts to drive into the paint. The runner bounces around. It's good. DeJounte Murray has all 6 of the Spurs points. Boss Mark TV, the starters for the Kings: Fox, Holiday, Barnes, Lyles, and Sabonis. Sabonis with the ball right now. Dishes it off to Holiday, and Holiday's shot is an in-and-out burger. Offensive board for Sabonis, no good. And finally, Jakob Poeltl will take it, and the Spurs running up the other end to DeJounte Murray. Out to Lonnie Walker for 3, and that one's a little short. Jim, Ivinson, thank you for stopping in. And we have another foul on the Spurs end of the floor. This one's on Joshua Primo. So an early foul fest, something we don't want, I would think, as NBA fans. Kings don't want to see free throws. Fans don't want to hear free throws all night if you're hanging out. Spurs fans definitely don't want that. So hopefully this trend doesn't continue. But the Spurs getting whistled a lot. 3 fouls on the Spurs, none on the Kings so far. The first free throw is good for De'Aaron Fox, who'll be shooting one more. Man, if the Nets get Ben Simmons going, James Harden has been playing really, really well with Philly. So I guess when he's motivated, he still has it. He just hasn't looked motivated for a while. Simmons with back issues. Thank you, Veronica. Yes, please hit that thumbs up. It does help the channel. If you don't know what it looks like this. Jakob Poeltl in the paint with the layup, and it's good. Yak on the board. It is 9-8. 7.5 minutes to go. Quick pull up by Barnes is no good. That was a 3-pointer. Murray with the rebound. He will bring it up for San Antonio. Murray takes off, gets into the paint. Nice bounce pass to Jakob Poeltl. Jakob with the runner. An in-and-out burger. Jeez Louise. The Spurs have a lot of shots going in and right back out. Harrison Barnes for 3. That didn't come back out. That went in, and we have a timeout by this man right here, Greg Popovich. What's good, TSR? Today was a long day, lots of meetings and treatments. We now have a long-term plan and medication regimen. Doc says I could be out of here by Monday. Mostly good news today. Good to hear that, man. And you know what? Some point this year, we're going to meet up. Whether it's in Connecticut or Massachusetts, we got to meet at some point. Poeltl need being shut. Poeltl need being shut 3-point. No, I think I'm missing something there. King 6, yes. King 6 of 6 at the line. Us 0-0. Philip, thank you for stopping in. Philip Longoria, what do I want for the San Antonio Spurs? I want a big man, preferably a 4. I've done a mock draft. I had them picking, actually, you guys, I did a mock draft where you guys picked, with them picking at the 8th spot, you had them pick Keegan Murray, who's a little bigger than Doug McDermott. Don't know a lot about him, but I think the team really needs a legit 4. Now, if we can win the lottery and somehow get a top 3 pick and draft like a Jabari Smith Jr. or Paulo Banchero at the 4 spot, this team could be really deadly. And if Lonnie keeps playing the way he's playing and becomes our legit 6-man off the bench, then we've got a solid core of players. And I do think they could probably be a playoff team next year if we can get a top 3 pick and really get an upgrade at the 4 spot. I like Doug McDermott. He's not a legit starting 4. He's just kind of what we have right now. All right, sounds good. Now we've got OGR Sports too, Beantown. 3 of us got to meet up and do something. Kings are 2 of 9 from the field. The Spurs are 4 of 12. Enzo, what is going on? Como está, mi hombre? It's been a while. Hopefully you are doing good, my friend. Kerm, it's always one of those games, isn't it? Just put Keldon at Keldon has played the 5. Don't joke about that. Keldon has been playing center at times for the Spurs. And if anybody doesn't know what we're talking about when I say the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, just think it as, generally speaking, the smallest position in the NBA to the biggest. 1 is a point guard, 2 is your shooting guard, 3 is your small forward, 4 is power forward, and 5 is a center. That's kind of an easy way to remember that. And Jared Williams is deleted, as I figured he would be. Daniel announcing himself by saying his name. Okay. Works for me. Hey, Bobby, do the Giants pay the Patriots this year? Do you know? I don't know who's not. I don't believe the NFC. I think we just played the Patriots last year, didn't we? Or the year before? Giants play the Patriots at all? Or maybe we should go to like a Yankees Red Sox game, bro. I'll come up to Fenway for that. And I know OGR would be down for that too. Does Paulo have off the court issues now, playmaker Guido? I haven't heard that, but if that's the case, a lot of Spurs fans are telling me Chet Holmgren's a little undersized. I don't follow enough college basketball to know whether that's true or not. And we're gonna have a foul on the first foul on the Kings with 7 minutes to go. Nova Legion, good evening. I don't know who it is, Evan. There's a fake account that's got like fake Asia, fake Jared. I don't know who it is. I don't know if it's a subscriber or just somebody that likes trolling the channel. I can't do anything about it. Jakob Poeltl gets into DeJounte Murray in the paint. Murray with the jumper, no good. Wanting the foul, not going to get it. Stared down the ref a little bit. I'll be careful with that tonight, DeJounte. After what happened in the last game, the refs might be, I don't know, a little more keen to your dissatisfaction with the call, shall we say. De'Aaron Fox will get into Sabonis. 6 on the shot clock. Sabonis drives, falls, and Jakob Poeltl's going to get called for a foul. I try to go to Giants for Chiefs game. Nice. Who's better, your Giants or my Texans? Ozzy, I mean, both teams are a mess right now. Houston Oilers, good evening. Now, the good thing for the New York Giants and our fan base is I really feel like Brian Dable and Joe Shane are going to do a great job rebuilding the franchise. The bad news is they're not going to fix it in 1 year. I think this season is going to be a long, miserable season. And then next year we'll start to see things maybe start to turn the tide a little bit. But this year's going to be rough. Trey Jones checked in for the Spurs. Can't see who has the ball right now for the Kings. He's getting double teamed. De'Aaron Fox now with the ball. Whips it in to Trey Lyles for a dunk. Trey Lyles has like 6 points versus his former team. Robert, good evening. Thank you for the info. Westbrook wants out of LA. Believe me, they want him out too. Sabonis in the paint. Drives right at Zach Collins, who's checked in. And nice defense by Zach to cause the turnover. Primo will bring it up for the Spurs. Sprints into the paint. Back into Zach, and Zach was not ready for that. He'll get it out to Lonnie, who's open for 3. There you go, Lonnie. If you only knew the power of the dark side. Up here I can. And there's my entourage of Star Wars impersonations as Sabonis hits a bucket, 16-11, 5.5 minutes to go. Lonnie with the ball again. Little pick and roll with Zach Collins. Takes off, gets into the paint, whips it out to Trey Jones. Back to Joshua Primo. Over to Lonnie. 6 on the shot clock. Lonnie calling for a quick pick and roll with Zach Collins. Pulls up for 3. Good! El Quattro! Tuckers, what's going on? As soon as I'm feeling better, I'm gonna. Yeah, I hear you, man. You know what changed a lot for me, Bobby, is when my mom passed away in December of 2017. That really opened my eyes on things, and yeah, Walker for 3 again. Ah, no good. Lyle's the X factor, I guess so. Harrison Barnes reverse layup, no good, and another foul on the Spurs. And the Kings are now in the bonus with 4:48 to go. Funny thing about the Texans going to 2020 season will be Lovie Smith saying the goal of the program is to beat Tennessee. What? Lonnie's been playing well. One thing that folks don't realize is everybody keeps saying Lonnie's getting more minutes, more minutes, more minutes. I did a little stat check, and you guys know I'm all about stats on Basketball Reference, as that free throw is no good by Harrison Barnes. Gina, good evening. Go Spurs, go to you. Lonnie's playing 2 more minutes a game, roughly. But what I noticed his English, what I noticed is changing is his shots per game has gone up about 4 per game since Derek White left. By the way, Bobby, if you're still in there, you are still in there. Bobby, I don't know if you've been watching any Celtics games while you've been, doing what you're doing. Are the fans already turning? I missed a bucket by the Kings apparently. No, I didn't. NBA TV. I was like, how did I miss a bucket? I didn't. Kings in the bonus, but have the fans already turned on Derek White in Boston? I'm hearing from some fans they are. Kelvin Johnson into the paint, throws it up off the glass and in. That's my boy. Got my Johnson right there. 1916. Can we have this score be higher than this one, please? You know what I mean? It's a bonus 1-1 with Zach Collins. Throws it out to, I don't know who that is. And Trey Lyles with a shot in the paint. Miss, put back, good. Trey Lyles eating up his old team right now. Of course he is, because that's what happens to Spurs. Kelvin Johnson thinks about a 3, pulls it down, goes 1-on-1 with Trey Lyles, and gets fouled. Enzo, I'm not going to say that, but I agree with that. Jay Money, I got the Clippers winning. The Lakers have been bad. Their team chemistry is off. They're not playing hard for their coach sometimes. Something is wrong in LA. Russell Westbrook does not work with that team. Anthony Davis is fragile and hurt as always. I think the Clippers probably won again. I think they beat them earlier this year, didn't they? Not too long ago. Dragon, I don't know. I have no idea what Pop's going to do. As he stands there with a face mask hanging off his ear for I don't know why. I don't remember that Lovie Smith press conference. I don't. Spurs need deep bench next year. I think Line could be the 6th man. Good evening, M-Easy. No, we have an instant replay apparently. Unfortunately, M-Easy, the backup center position is in flux again. It started off this season with Drew Eubanks. Jacques Landale showed a little bit of promise, and since then has been very up and down. Zach Collins showed some promise in his first game, but since has been up and down. And I think Zach Collins probably going to get a little bit of a pass this year because he's coming back from major injury. I don't know what the Spurs are going to do with Jacques Landale. I'm not trying to speak negative of him. I think at the end of the season, if he doesn't show any improvement from now until the end, he's on a small contract. He's 26 years old. People forget he's a 26-year-old NBA rookie. I could see them giving up on him maybe a little too soon. Hopefully not. We should carry at least 3 big men on the roster. But if they draft a center in the draft, if they draft top 3 and do draft Chet Holmgren, then Dante DiVincenzo would have steal. Spurs turn the ball over. Kings on the run. And that layup is good by Davion Mitchell. And the Spurs are down 7 in their first game at home in like forever. The NBA scoreboard showing me 21, though. Didn't they just score a bucket? Did I double bucket? Is the NBA scoreboard not working tonight? I'm so confused. Expect too much? Yes, they do expect too much. I would agree. Yes, Enzo, I'm doing everything on TSR Music. I haven't done any Christian stuff in a while, but I want to get back into that at some point this year. Probably a cover of Your Great Name by Natalie Grant, I think's her name. I have a death metal version of that. I've been putting up all sorts of weird stuff lately. I mean, my channel's a variety music channel of everything I've done back from when I was 20 years old in 1997 to the present. And some of it's a little dark. Some of the music's dark from the older stuff, but I was like, you know what? That's who I was. I can't change who I was. By putting up the old stuff, though, I can show people who I was and who I am now, and that you can change. Much like Rocky 4. If I can change, and you can change, everybody can change. Yo, Adrian, I did it. So I still love making music, Enzo. It's my truest passion. I tell folks all this time that's a missed shot by the Kings. It'll be Spurs ball. If I had to choose this channel or the music channel to get 100,000 subscribers overnight, it'd be the music channel. It truly would. I'm sorry, it would. It's my first passion. Lonnie Walker with the ball drives into the paint. Jumper off the glass is good. All right, let's keep this going. 3:10 left in the first quarter. Salute Calder Jester. Kings Wall. Who dat? Who has that? Go around the world. I can't see who has that right now. And the ball is now with Davian Mitchell. Mitchell will launch it back, and King just working the ball around. Finally, Chimezie Metu's checked in, former Spur. He'll pass it off, and the three's no good by Davincio, but Chimezie Metu, excuse me. Two former Spurs playing tonight against the Spurs. Devin Vassell's checked back in. He'll take a three. No good. The three-point game is not strong with our Spurs tonight. Favorite basketball movie? Nice drive to the hoop, and Domantas Sabonis with the layup. This White Men Can't Jump? It is a basketball movie, right? Devin Vassell the ball again into the paint. Pull-up jumper, short, no good. Good morning, Mila. Thank you for stopping in. Kings ball. 5-point game, pull-up three. Swish, Dante Davincio. Wow, the Spurs are now down by 8. Biggest lead of the game. Yes, Galaxy Opals, good evening. It's been a while, my friend. Hopefully you're doing well. And yes, DeJounte Murray is playing. I think he has 6 points in the first quarter. Nice defense by Davian Mitchell. Knocks it out of bounds. Still Spurs ball with 11 on the shot clock. 1:47 and a timeout. What's up, Booday? Thank you for stopping in. Pistol Pete. I don't think I've seen that one. Yeah, come on, man. It's right, Yasursky. I got Greg Popovich. Pop, 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 pop. On the board tonight. Because I'm hoping he ties the win record. How you gonna do me like that, Greg Popovich? One of the Spurs will have an amazing third quarter and a horrible fourth quarter again. Play some Selena for the chat. I can't play Selena's music because that's copyrighted. I could play my cover of Selena Gomez's Come and Get It, but I don't think anybody want to hear that. I mean, I thought the cover came out good. But, I mean, we got the 50 thumbs up in the first quarter, by the way. Thank you. Appreciate that, especially with the team being down. I know it's hard. I know it's hard. Somebody was asking about TSR Music. I'll put a link to the music channel in the chat right now. Solid 335 subscribers on TSR Music. Bada bing. There it is. A little TSR Music in the chat for you. Big Sean, we don't have a legit starting four yet. So I guess that would be the it. Well, I'm rocking a little Superman tonight. Yeah. Let's hear it. I don't even know if it's on this computer. It's not on this computer. Is it? No, I don't have the music on this channel. I do all the music videos. I have 2 computers. Well, actually, I have 4 computers. It's just me, and I have 4 computers. I just realized that's ridiculous. I have my work laptop. I have this laptop here, which is for streaming and has HitFilm Express for more advanced video editing. I have my older laptop, which I use Windows Movie Maker for simple video editing for music videos. And then I have my desktop, which is in the back room, where I record with Cool Edit 96, a 26-year-old program on a Windows 4, or not Windows 4, Pentium 4 Windows XP computer. That's right. I am ultra music on a budget, and the odd thing is, been using the same software for 20 years, and it sounds so much better now than it did 20 years ago. Just from tinkering and constantly playing with the programs and adjusting the volume and mixing, and I really like where the music's at. Pop not looking good. No, Pop's not liking the score. Look at this. He's like, what am I looking at? What's going on here? Why is the team in purple ahead of my team in? I can't do the Godfather. All right, we got some subs to TSR Music. Thank you guys. Goose Sports, what's going on? Watching an ad for a Goose. Thanks for stopping in Goose Sports and Goose Gaming. Trying to help you out on both channels my own little way if I can. McDermott into the paint, misses a layup. Zach Collins with the putback is good. Hopefully you're doing good, Goose. Saw you were doing the Mardi Gras stuff the other day, the live stream for the parade. Hopefully you had a lot of fun. Tucker, I could see him coaching for. I could see him wanting to coach some of this rebuild and coming back next year. Is it going to be 74 next season? I can't see 73 or 74. Me too with the turnaround jumper. No good. DeJounte Murray with the rebound. I don't know how much longer he's going to coach. Only Pop knows that. Devin Vassell with the ball drives into the paint. Back out to KBD, and we're going to have a whistle and an offensive foul. Yep. That's going to be a charge on Devin Vassell. That's a turnover for the Spurs. A rough first quarter for sure. Galaxy Opals, I'm saying one more after this year. I think he'll come back for one more season and try to finish the rebuild before he passes the torch. That's a very awkward jumper by Jeremy Lamb. No good. 50 seconds to go in the first quarter. Spurs ball. DeJounte Murray drives to the paint. Layup is rejected. Shut the front door. DeJounte wants a goaltend. I'll take a look at the replay and see where that ball was. That was on its way down. The trajectory of the ball was slightly going down. I think it's going to be a goaltend. No basket. 2 free throws instead. All right, never mind. What's up, fellow Richard? Thank you for stopping in. Man, we got some old schoolers in the chat tonight with Enzo and Goose. Like feels like a little like 2019. Now we just need Scott Zilla in here to finish it off. Pop will retire in 2025. All right, thank you for the thumbs up. It kills. Appreciate you. Hope you're having a good night, my man or woman. And a steal by DeJounte Murray takes it to the hoop, and it's a bucket. That was 4 points by DeJounte Murray in a matter of seconds. There we go. DJ playing playing well tonight. That pull-up jumper is good by Davion Mitchell, though, as the Kings looking to go 2 for 1. What's up, Ezra? Thank you for stopping in. My salute. Salute. Murray way out 3-point land. 14 on the shot clock. There's about 8-second differential between the shot clock and game clock, give or take a few seconds. Devin Vassell, corner or baseline 3. It's a 1-point game now. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Mitchell drives, falls. And a foul on Zach Collins. That's going to be 2 free throws for Davion Mitchell. Let's take a look at the foul. Davion Mitchell runs into Zach Collins' leg. That's today's NBA. Whatever. Don't agree with it, but it is what it is. Nova, I've thought that too, and I don't like saying that, but I also have thought, is Pop just going to coach until not until he passes away, but until he physically can't coach anymore? Both free throws good. The Spurs will have 3.6 seconds to try to get a bucket before the end of the first quarter. Dax, what's going on? Kings fan, thank you for stopping in. Kings fans, welcome. Everybody's welcome here at TSR Sports. Spurs get the ball, and it's almost stolen, and it's still almost stolen. Now the clock is just going to expire. Spurs have a lot of trouble. Spurs have a lot of trouble at the end of quarters turning the ball over. Good grief. Well, 30-27. The Kings were up by 8 at one point. Spurs battle back. We'll go into the second quarter in just a moment. Always a foul, Dragon. Always. Austin, he's been struggling. He's definitely been struggling. Happy birthday, Dax. Way too many. I don't. I mean, as far as the Spurs, this is his first chance. Half of his contract is guaranteed next year, so he will be back next season. His third year is not guaranteed, so if he's playing poorly, then he will be gone. Hopefully, he turns around. Rudy Alvarado, thank you for stopping in. Michael, do I think they're winning? The scoreboard tells me they're losing by 3 right now. Kirk Chu, I wonder how hard the Kings are pushing to get the 10 spot. Do they have their own first round pick? Yes. I'm pretty sure the Kings have a pick in this upcoming draft. Joe Bonner, Go Spurs, go to you. It's a 3-point game. You're welcome, Dax. And anybody else that wish him a happy birthday. Hey, Odell Beckham Jr. on my TV. Super Bowl champion. Who knows how much longer he'll be in the NFL? Fortunately, OBJ tore his ACL in the Super Bowl. The same ACL he tore, I think last season with Cleveland? Was it 2 years in a row? The same ACL. Poor guy can't catch a break. No pun intended. And the Heat just tied the game. I can't watch Nets games anymore, Jared. By giving up cable, I gave up the Brooklyn Nets, the New York Yankees, the Boston Red Sox, the Boston Bruins, and the Boston Celtics, and whoever the hockey team is that's on with the Brooklyn Nets. I have no idea. Just not worth it to keep cable though. $130 or $40 a month. I was like, I like the Yankees. Do I really want to keep Yes Network for $90 a month? I don't. And I can listen to the Yankees on the radio. And sometimes I do still enjoy listening to the radio, which is exactly what this is. This is the radio with the face, but it's essentially a radio broadcast, if you think about it, with an interactive chat. But I can just throw the Yankees on the radio while still playing a Magic the Gathering game, or even playing my Xbox, or working out, whatever it may be. I'm good to go there. Who is Trey Lyles? He's the power forward for the Kings that used to play for the San Antonio Spurs. Cover the Giants. Actually, Galaxy Opals, I'm going to call the Giants this year. I've started doing Giants content on the channel, and compared to my contemporaries, the Entertainer Talking Sports, Bad Dog Sports, etc., my views are very low. However, compared to TSR Sports' previous Giant videos, my previous Giant videos used to get 100 to 200 views. Now they're getting 800, 1,000, 2,000, somewhere in that ballpark, which isn't a ton, but considering how small my Giants fan base is, it's good for me. I don't know who's number 30 for the Kings. Who is that? I don't know who that is. Murray pull up jumper, short. Uh, yeah, I don't know who number 30 is. Somebody can enlighten me. Would appreciate it. Number 30 for the Sacramento Kings. Me too. Thinks about a three, pulls it down, one-on-one with KBD. Nope, we'll kick it back out to Davencio. But I'm going to call the Giants games despite how miserable it may be. I love the team, and it's time this channel finally is what it should have been at the start, a Giants and Spurs channel. Those are my two teams I love. Another guard, Vasco, I would lose it on stream if we draft the guard. Yeah, it's another 2 points for the Spurs. Did not see who shot that as I was peeking at the chat. My apologies. Me Too's not number 30. Me Too's number 7. That pull-up jumper is no good by Lamb. Spurs ball. Me Too's not number 30, is he? No. Jones is Me Too's 7. Oh, you were confusing me. Chimeze Me Too's number 7. Yeah, that Chimeze Me Too's number 7. Who's Jones? I don't know who Jones is. Jones number 30. I honestly don't know him. It's all good, Austin. I'm looking at him like, no, that's not Chimeze. I'm looking at Chimeze Me Too. There's a 7 on that chest. Murray at the line misses the first free throw. Tucker, that's a good point. And you're welcome. 10:30 to go. And Dougie did get a haircut. I just noticed. 32-29, 10:30 to go in the first half. All good, Austin. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Murray's second free throw is good. It's a 2-point game, 32-30. Darren Fox is checked back in for the Sacramento Kings. He will bring it up. Drops it off with Justin Holiday's also checked back in. He got the headband power. Over to Jones. Jones spins around in the paint. Layup is good. Mr. Jones and me. Ernie, I hope you're right. A lot of people wanted him traded last season and earlier this season. Jakob Poeltl jump hook is good. I'll say this once, I'll say it again. I'm rooting for every one of our guys to succeed because if they're succeeding, the team is succeeding. Ooh, nice runner by De'Aaron Fox in the paint. 36-32 as both teams starting to exchange buckets. The Spurs playing the Hornets Saturday night. I'll be live for that. It's an early Saturday night game at 7 p.m. And now an offensive foul on the Spurs. DeJounte Murray did not like that call. I think that's on Doug McDermott, 36-32. Spurs not having much luck with the calls tonight. Enzo, I just don't have time. I'm sorry, my man. I still have all the videos, but trying to balance TSR Sports and TSR Music, I just don't have the time. That three-point attempt by Harrison Barnes is good. And we're going to have a timeout by Pop with 9.5 minutes to go in the second quarter. I briefly tried doing TSR Gaming. It was way too much trying to do 3 channels by myself. And Pop is yelling at the refs right now. Let him have it. Austin, I hope so. I don't know what Devin's ceiling is. He has been struggling since being inserted into the starting lineup. He's only in his second year, so we have to temper our expectations as long as he continues to show improvement. He has shown me much more of ability to finish at the rim, something I didn't know he could do. Didn't see it a lot last year, but this year he's been really showing the ability to get into the paint and throw it down with authority. He's shown an ability to create his own shot at times. You know, I thought he was just going to be a 3D player, but he's been able to create his own mid-range jumpers. So he's got a high ceiling, just much like a lot of our guys. Will he be consistent? Because one thing a lot of our guys are consistently inconsistent. We've been talking about how great Lonnie's been playing. He's in the best run of his career. Got a couple 3-pointers tonight. Kelvin's been a bit up and down, though. Devin's been a bit up and down. Derek, when he was here, was up and down. That's one of the things with this team is any given night, one guy could have a great night, and the guy that's usually having a great night has a dud. What's going on, Velo? Channel member, thank you for being here. Yes, it was. It's your boy Rico. Terrible ejection. And Kirkshu, I shocked they got rid of Tyrese Halliburton. Is that what he said, Velo? It's a gosh darn flop. Isaiah Thomas versus Spurs. Is he on the Hornets now? I can't keep track where he's going. Vasco, I agree. A lot of our guys need consistency. The last recap I did, we had 4 players average over 20 points per game. DeJounte, Kelvin, Jakob, and Lonnie, which is ridiculous. You would think with 4 players averaging 20 points per game or more, the team would be 4-0. They were 2-2. That's just our Spurs. Only the last 15 years, playmaker? Only 15? Yeah, Robert, he started 1 game for the Celtics. He's been off the bench, which is where a lot of you guys wanted him to be. A lot of you thought Derek White should come off the bench. It was hard for me to argue it. By the way, I wish I was in San Antonio. Somebody was letting me know on the Twitters that apparently there's a David Robinson faith night coming after one of the games. I so wish I could be there. I mean, getting to see a Spurs game, then my favorite player of all time, and I don't want to get to religion too much, but I know he's a Christian. I'm a Christian too, so that would just be something obviously I would enjoy. My favorite player of all time, I guess preaching or whatever he's going to be doing. Man, I wish I could be there. Hopefully, that whatever he does is on YouTube or NBA.com or somewhere because I would love to see his thing after the game. Anyway, back to the game. 39-32, 9:20 to go. KBD in the paint. Speaking of inconsistency, gets it over to Jakob. Jakob's jumper is good. And Jakob Poeltl's really mastered that 4 to 5 to 6 foot jumper for whatever reason. Can't hit a free throw to save his life. Rudy Gay type player? I mean, just chucking the ball up relentlessly every game. Jones in the paint. And man, this Jones dude, I don't know who he is, but he's killing us in the paint. Jim, sure. Bulls lost 3 in a row. I did not know that. J Money. KBD. Out to Lonnie Walker, baseline 3. Lonnie Walker! Come on, let's get a lead already. Respect the pop. Barnes one-on-one with KBD. Now a pick and roll. Back to De'Aaron Fox. Fox, alley-oop. And Jones easily throws it down. Man, we've gotten teams feast on us at times with the alley-oop. Are they in the bottom left corner? I didn't know that. I'll have to look for him. DeJounte Murray drives baseline. Out to Lonnie. Lonnie for three again. Boom shakalaka! El Cuatro! What's he at? 12 points? 14 points? 14 points for Lonnie Walker in the first half. De'Aaron Fox gets into the paint. Nobody stops him. AXK channel member, thank you for being here. Jakob, the jumper from the free throw line is no good. Jakob, why are you taking jumpers from the free throw line when you can't hit a free throw to save your life anyway? Fox, pull-up jumper, good. Back to 7 points. Can you add more member emojis, please? AXK, I think I'm limited by the amount of... I don't think I can add any more. I think I'm at my max right now. I'll take a look if I remember to be transparent, but I think I'm maxed out on how many I can add. DeJounte Murray, first on the line jumper, is no good. Dante DaVincio sprints down the court, kicks it out, three-point attempt. It is no good by Holiday. Barnes with the rebound. Holiday with another three. This is not what we're looking for, Spurs fans. The first Spurs home game in how long? With Pop with a chance to tie the record. We're playing a team with a worse record than us, and this is how we're coming out. Down by 10. Murray to Jakob. Jakob drives baseline. Reverse layup is good. Jakob and Lonnie off to a good start. Dragon, our defense has been not good. Barnes loses the ball out of bounds. It'll stay with the Kings. Jakob with 8 points, but only 2 rebounds. Taiwo, I think Derek White being traded either lit a fire under Lonnie's butt, or just with Derek not being on the team, Derek's taking some of the shots, or Lonnie's taking some of the shots Derek would have taken, and he's been playing at a whole different level. He is there. His son's wearing a purple shirt. Got to meet David White. I wish I could meet David, dude. 2 free throws for the Kings because, Kings are taking a ton of free throws. All right, Jay. To the money. Yes, Phil, shake my head is right. We found that. I want me some Jabari. Nova, I would like Jabari Smith Jr. as our starting 4. But I don't want to see us lose either. Nor will I ever root for us to lose. That's just not in my DNA. I can't do it. Spurs ball. Trey Jones checked in for the Spurs. Walker pull-up jumper. Man, what's Lonnie's career high? 28, 29, 30? Can somebody look up Lonnie Walker's career high for me? De'Aaron Fox just drives right through the whole Spurs defense and gets the layup. The Spurs are not playing defense and haven't been for quite some time. El Cuatro with the ball again. Pull-up jumper. Oh my goodness! Lonnie Walker is smoking right now. Too bad the team's not playing any defense. Harrison Barnes for 3. We seriously need some D. Daniel Jimenez, good evening. Thank you for stopping in. And to your dad, Jesse. McBuckets takes a 3. Short. Our defense is very frustrating, or lack thereof would be more appropriate. Trey Jones gets a steal and now gets whistled. Completely distance side to losing. Cowboys fans have had it rough, especially the playoffs. Another ticky-tack foul, but it's today's NBA. I mean, what are you going to do? Am I excited for the NFL draft? Yes, absolutely. De'Aaron Fox with the ball. The Kings are up by 11. Fox for 3. No good. Joshua Primo with the rebound. Lonnie's career is 20. Thank you, it's your boy Rico. Appreciate it. Easiest way to find a player's career high, go to Basketball Reference, scroll down. Lonnie with the runner in the paint. Lonnie Walker is just carrying the Spurs right now. What's he got, 18? The first half, 20? That jumper is no good, but Harrison Barnes with the rebound. Kicks it out to Mitchell. And the defense will reset. De'Aaron Fox gets blocked by Block of Pirtle. Spurs on the run. Trey Jones. Alley-oop to Lonnie Walker. Boom, shakalaka! Lonnie Walker throws it down. He's got 22 points. And now a turnover by the Kings. Noble Legion, welcome to TSR Sports. Thank you for becoming a channel member. Whoa. Oh my goodness. Lonnie is such a different player these last 2 weeks. I'm so glad he's making me eat crow because I said he's not going to be a Spur next year. I always said he won't be a Spur next year if he keeps playing the way he was. He's not playing the way he was. He's playing on another level right now. Jakob Poeltl jump hook, no good. Primo with the putback, no good, but he's fouled going to line for 2. Robert, you've been in this channel enough to know that I don't relax. Spurs. It's like I got silver and black pumping through my veins in my right arm. Red and blue pumping through my veins in my left arm. I don't know how that works, but it works. And a timeout. Looks like a timeout. Tabitsky 1010, good evening, channel member. Thank you for being here. And to all the channel members, thank you for support. Man, Lonnie could go for 40 tonight. Pop's going to have to keep running him. You know what I think happened? And maybe I'll do a video on Lonnie tomorrow to talk about his change in his game. I think Derek White trade lit a fire under his butt. Now, his first game with Derek on, he did doo-doo. I think he scored 2 points. But since then, he's easily having the best stretch of his career. It is a contract year. Brother in Christ, absolutely. I don't talk about it on the channel much because it's a sports channel, but I am openly Christian on the channel. Yeah, he's definitely embraced that 6-man role. It's 31. I was at the game. Lonnie scored 31. I'm a Spursaholic. Well, so that's fair. I'm a Spursaholic and Giantsaholic. 3 years, 25 million. I think he's going to get more than that. If he finishes this season in this run, if he continues this run at 20 points per game off the bench, he's going to get more than 327. Lonnie has 14 of the last 16 Spurs points. Wow, he's such a fun player to watch, and I've been rooting for him. And I know it might sound like sometimes on this channel I'm not supporting him. I support every Spurs player, but I also have to be realistic. And if a player's playing poor and they're like in a contract year, then they're probably not getting re-signed. But his play has been fantastic as of late. Just double checking Lonnie Walker's career high because I see 2 different numbers in the chat. Lonnie's career high is 31 from 2020 to 2021. Because J Money, I think, mentioned in the chat when they played, was it your team? March 20th last year. Okay, there you go. All right, good call, my man. Yep. 31's his career high. I mean, he's going to, very legit chance breaking it tonight. 40% of our points. Yes, he does. Well, LJ, he's been playing poorly, though. And it's not the minutes. I checked. His minutes have only gone up 2 minutes since Derek White left. He's taking more shots. I don't know if Pop's giving him the green light, if he's taking some of Derek White's shots, but he's taking 4 more field goal attempts per game. And I said this a few moments ago. Maybe the trade lit a fire under his butt, and I hope he wants to be a Spur next year, and that's what's causing him to be the Lonnie Walker that we've been waiting for. I mean, this is what we've all been expecting out of Lonnie for 3.5 years, is it not? We knew how much potential he had, how he could get hot from, beyond the arc, how he's most athletic player on our team against sky above the rim. He's finally showing us everything we've been waiting for. I hope he keeps it going. No, Phil, Lonnie's got to be his best first half of that. Joshua Primo misses a free throw. Lonnie had a sit down with, and maybe Manu Ginobili. That's a good point. Maybe some of that Grampy juice. Made the second free throw. maybe Manu had a good talk with him and told him how, his role off the bench and how much he contributed to the team. And maybe Lonnie's buying into that six-man role instead of second guessing the role or saying, why am I not a starter? And I'm not saying he's doing that, but maybe he just finally said, this is what I can be. I can be the guy off the bench that scores 20 points per game. Being a six-man in the year is not exactly a bad thing in the NBA. It's weird to have two cities named Portland. Granted, they are looking at two different. Yeah, they sure are. Kings ball at 5 on the shot clock after the ball gets deflected out of bounds. Let me focus on the game. Sabonis throws it. Oh, the ball stuck. Oh, it came down. Sabonis just threw it and it like almost hit the shot clock. He threw it over. Was that deflected? Apparently a Spur hit that. Okay. I was gonna say what that was like the worst pass in history. RR 210, it's not a question of losing faith in Lonnie. You got to go by encore performance. I was always rooting for him, but that's a missed shot by the Kings. You got to go with what you see on the court. And he had been regressing this year. And now a foul on the Kings. When you see a player regressing, all his shooting metrics were down at one point. His field goal percentage was down, 3-point percentage was down. I don't think fans were giving up on him. I think more so fans were disappointed that he was not developing the way we wanted him to. Now we're seeing that. I don't know what changed in the last 2 weeks, but Spurs fans are seeing that. But I don't think anybody. There were some fans that just said get rid of him. I said the Spurs won't re-sign him if he keeps playing like this. I never said get rid of him, but I stand by what I said before this run. He wouldn't have been a Spur next season. Now the way if he's playing and if he keeps playing like this, was that a travel? Oh, we're going to a commercial break. I don't know what happened. Needs to be used more in the offense. He's definitely not just a catch and shoot guy. And his athleticism, he's very athletic. He needs to keep using that. Might pull a Kyle Anderson. That's what I mean by that. A ball contract here, so another can give him the money, and then it could happen. SGA since returning from injury 32, 36, 37, and 29. Really? To any, there's NFL fans in the chat. I see that it's a coach's challenge on the foul. I'm seeing some websites report that the Giants are open to trading Saquon Barkley. Just throwing that out there. Do you guys think the Giants would trade Saquon Barkley this offseason? It's such a tough spot because he has the potential to be the best running back in the NFL, which we saw in his rookie season. Problem is he hasn't been healthy since his rookie season. He's been injured the last 3 years. Yep, the foul's being charged. Yeah, I was call stands. Foul a bonus. Yes, you can, Ace. You can see the game. The game. Boop, boop. What sound effects? Yes, because running backs are dispensable. It does seem like it. Yeah, Yogi Gutierrez saying the same thing. Yes to your Chiefs. You know what's going to happen is he's going to get traded, and he's going to be healthy for the first time in 5 years or 4 years, and he's going to run for like 1,500 yards. I know it's going to happen. Joshua Primo drives into the paint and throws up a ridiculously high layup off the glass that does not go in. Austin 3:16 left in the second quarter. It is Kings ball. Jones, who's been giving the Spurs trouble all night, gets it to who shot that? It was De'Aaron Fox. Yep. And in the paint, it's good. Why am I not on my scoreboard? 59-51. Spurs keep closing it down a little bit, but can't really get over that 6 to 8 point hump. Murray 3-point land, pick and roll with Jakob Pertl. Back to Jakob. Jakob in the paint. Nice catch by Jakob. Throws it up, gets blocked. De'Aaron Fox throws it to Harrison Barnes. Barnes almost loses it with an over and back. Kings keep the ball. 8 on the shot clock. Barnes drives to the paint and passes it to DeJounte Murray, who's not on his team. That's a turnover for the Kings. Spurs ball. Murray crossover dribble, starts to drive. Back out to Joshua Primo. Primo back out to DeJounte. DeJounte over to Keldon Johnson. Wide open for 3. Bounces off the rim, off the backboard, and off the rim again. KJ, I believe, is 0 for 3 from beyond the arc. Did not shoot well in the Spurs loss their last game either. Kings ball. Jones calling for pick and roll, drops it off to Holiday. Holiday pulls up, no good. Murray with the rebound. Honey Badger right, come on, Spurs. Lonnie 60, man, I would love to see that. Murray pull up jumper. You're struggling from the floor at times tonight. Jones out to Barnes. Barnes loses the ball, falls down, and that's a turnover. Keldon Johnson with the numbers. Get it to Lonnie. Lonnie back to Yaka Pirtle. Yaka with the alley oop to Keldon, a little bit off. Keldon misses the shot. Fouled going to the line for 2. I would hope you're always ahead of me. There is no defense. The Spurs don't have defense. It's gone. This is a different Spurs team. This is a high-scoring Spurs team, and their opponents score a ton too, which is what the NBA wants. And he missed the first free throw. Spurs missing a lot of free throws tonight. Just saying. DJ's got 11, 5, and 7. Nice. Could we get a punch from Chuck? You know what? He missed them both. Keldon Johnson, this is what you get for missing both free throws. Dang it. Little cross, Euro step by Harrison Barnes. Misses the shot, but he is going to go to the line. Fouled. 2 shots coming. We played good for like 2 minutes, and yeah. Oh boy, sorry. A little tired. Yes, Lance, our defense has disappeared. And yes, the thing is, Keldon hit like 29 free throws in a row, and as soon as I said that, he's been struggling from the line. The defense left when number 2 left. Ooh. Partially correct. Harrison Barnes misses the first free throw. Brandon, I would love for him to hit it at home, but it is what it is. Just win it wherever you can. Right. I know why you cry, but it is something I can never do. First free throw, or second free throw is good. Trap game indeed, Phil. Phil, are you at this game? That's a turnover for the Spurs. Fast break for the Kings and an easy dunk down the other end for Justin Holiday. Pop's going to call timeout 52 seconds ago. It's a double-digit lead. Is this the last coach of Greg Popovich? Do you mean last year, Nilo? I don't know. Mavs are killing the Warriors? Oh, no timeout. Never mind. Yes, Sirski, it's still early, but I don't. We have no defense at all. Nothing. 0. Jakob Poeltl gets it over to DeJounte Murray. Murray back to Devin Vassell, baseline 3. In and out, burger. Been feasting on way too many in and out burgers tonight. The Spurs should be full by now with all those burgers they've eaten. It is back at 11, man. It is back at 11. Last game I watched live, this one, Peter. Drive to the hoop, and the layup is good by Davion Mitchell. That's the biggest lead of the night for the Kings. It's a 13-point game. Pop had 6 more years in him. I don't know about that. Murray pull-up jumper. Warriors been playing bad. I don't think, J-Money, don't they have a lot of injuries? Klay Thompson, Andre Iguodala, Draymond Green, aren't all of them missing time right now? We'll get to the stats here in a second. That's a rough first half. 64 points? Yeesh. Adri, you should be happy. Your team looks good. My team, not so good. Kings outscored us 34-24 in the second quarter, which I always see a big difference in this game. Let's take a look at the stats for the Kings. Harrison Barnes with 13, Trey Lyles with 6, Domantas Sabonis with 6 points and 8 rebounds. Justin Holiday with 5, De'Aaron Fox with 15 off the bench for the Kings. Davion Mitchell with 8, Dante DaVincio with 3, Jeremy Lamb and Chimezi Metu both with a donut, and Damian Jones, all right, that's his name. He's got 8 points. So a guy I've never heard of, go figure Spurs fans, is eating us up tonight. Sounds about right. Player I've never heard of, having a great game against the Spurs. Malmine wants to lose for Banchero. Iker, yes. I'm about to get to the Spurs stats right now. Derek White head to locker. Oh, Derek White hurt. Oh, jeez. Clay is back? Okay. All right, for the San Antonio Spurs, Keldon Johnson with 2. He's 1 of 5 from the field, not having a good game. Doug McDermott also with 2. He's 1 of 4, so our forwards are stinking it up tonight. They're both a combined 2 of 9 from the field. That's not very good. Jakob Poeltl's only 4 of 9 from the field. Actually, the starting lineup is crap tonight. When it comes to shooting, DeJounte has 11, 7, and 5. Jakob with 8. Devin Vassell 3. Keldon is 1 of 5. Doug is 1 of 4. Jakob's 4 of 9. Devin's 1 of 5. And DeJounte is 4 of 10. That means our starting lineup is 11 of 10, 20, 29, 33. 11 of 33 is 33%. Our starters are shooting 33% from the field. Wow. And I'm happy the Lakers are collapsing too, but my team's collapsing in the process. Off the bench, Lonnie Walker with 22 points on 9 of 12 shooting, 4 of 6 from the arc. He's carrying the team right now. Would be down even more if he wasn't having the game he's having. Joshua Primo with 1, Zach Collins with 2, Trey Jones and KBD with 0. So our bench, minus Lonnie Walker, has 3 points. And is shooting 1 of 3. So the whole team really is kind of playing blah, except for Lonnie. Johnny with working on the triple-double. But, man, we're lucky we're not down by 20 or more right now. Hopefully the rest of the team can wake up in the second half, and Lonnie can keep it going as well. Chris, they are building a brick house. It's a brick house. Ba 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 da da ba ba ba. I don't know the rest of the lyrics. I really don't. We need some second half Spurs, VA finest. No, Lonnie should get plenty of minutes in the second half. I would think. Kerm, he carried the team. Oh, unless you're saying he's tanking. The artist formerly known as the Kerm 15, I believe, was the number on your name. I don't know. What is this? Some kind of is this a school out here doing the dance-a-thon? Why don't we take a look around the NBA? Since we're sitting here in halftime, what's going on in the NBA tonight? I mean, why not? All right, today the Hawks beat the Bulls 130-124. Celtics are beating the Grizzlies 93-81 with 8:44 to go. The Pistons are beating the Raptors 94-88 in the fourth quarter with 8.5 to go. The Heat are beating the Nets 102-94 with 7 minutes to go. The Warriors are losing to the Mavericks at halftime 68-54. And then we've got our game at half 64-51. The Kings 13 up on the Spurs. One more game remaining on the NBA schedule tonight. The Lakers being hosted by the Clippers. Same difference, same center. The Bitcoin arena. I forgot what it's called. Crypto.com arena, whatever it's called. That game is at 10 o'clock. I will not be watching that because, well, I don't have the channel that it's on, and 2, don't care about either team. So, yeah. A lot of folks ask, will I call or watch so-and-so game? Spurs, only here for NBA. Yes, David, welcome back, but not the welcome we're looking for. Being down 13 in the first half, not the first half we want. Pedro, I'm a Yankees fan. They've been a disappointment the last decade plus. Did I make a Prince reference? Did I? I did. I did it unbeknownst to me. Lonnie has disappeared in half, so I hope he keeps it going in the second. Maybe Pop should just have Lonnie come out instead of Doug. I don't know. Big Sean fact. Yeah, Josh Richardson not seeing any playing time. Go surprise. Romeo Langford's available. He ain't gonna play. Boo both LA teams. That's fair. Malmine, Romeo's not played 1 minute with the Spurs as of yet, nor do I think it's coming. Jason Tatum, what a huge dunk in the Celtics game. Hello. That last night? Top 10 plays of the last night, maybe? I don't know. Clippers greater than Lakers? Possibly. I mean, the Lakers are a disaster right now. Oh, no. Oh, no. I'm surprised that didn't make number one. They just showed Jean Morant posterizing Jakob Poeltl. Yeah. Yeah. That's not number one. That's number three. Number two is a turnaround game winner. Okay. Detroit Pistons beating the Hornets on a turnaround buzzer beater jumper. And number one is, oh, it's John Morant again. It's that end of first half. Wow, I'm so glad the Spurs made the top highlights twice. Both went against us by Jean Morant. Number one and three, Jean Morant. Edgar, there is no defense, my man. None. Pop needs to not play Romeo. That's instant offense. What? Anthony, yeah, I mean, David Robinson's been posterized. Dikembe, Akeem, everybody's been dunked on by somebody. Of course, in the 90s, Jordan was dunking on everybody, so I'm sure every big man has gotten it at least once from Jordan. Clippers beat the Lakers 3 times. Did they? Well, hot diggity dang. At least we had a cameo. Yeah, the Spurs in the top 10. Number one and three. Receiving end of both. I forgot about that Jean Morant end of half catch and shoot. If you were there in the live stream, I literally said with zero point 0.4 seconds left, well, the Spurs will go into halftime down by 8. Nope. Spurs went to halftime down by 10. Playmaker, I would be fine with Derek Jeter being the GM list of the Yankees. Oh, I'm all in on that. Not happening, but whatever. I don't know what they're showing now. I'm ready to get back to the game. Highlights from the Jazz and Suns. The Jazz seem like they're playing good again, aren't they? I haven't been following them, but I feel like they turned their season back around. Durant with 27, first game back. Respectable. Respectable. Respect. R-E-S-P-S. What the? If you get the reference, good for you. If you don't, then all good. Clippers have a 6-game streak against the Lakers. Trade for players, if not. Sean, the Spurs' upcoming draft, I will be absolutely shocked and probably not happy as a Spurs fan if they use all 3 first-round picks to draft players because they're not going to play. The highest drafted guy would, and the next 2 players would be immediately in the G League just because we wouldn't have room in the roster, and then second-round picks would just probably immediately be cut. They need to trade 2 of those picks to move up. Absolutely. Hey, Magic Johnson, Reggie Miller, and David Robinson sharing a moment at NBA 75. All right. Well, man, Dr. J, a bunch of NBA legends. Robinson, right? Well, any given Sunday. Well, A-Rod got busted for juicing multiple times, and he wasn't homegrown. Generally speaking, and I could be wrong here, but when you have a player that's traded or a big free agent signing, and he signed a ridiculously too long of a contract, 10 years originally, 250, 300 million. The Yankees should not have signed him for that long. Should have been 5 years, 6 years tops. But when you have a player that comes from another team, or in A-Rod's case, 2 other teams, the Mariners and Rangers, you're not going to be beloved like a player that started their career and was drafted by the organization. Who do you have this weekend, Covington? Is that this weekend already, Edgar? Colby. I think Colby's been stopped once, and that was by Kamaru Usman. Although I think Masvidal's only really been stopped once in the UFC, and that was by Usman as well. Although Colby went 5 rounds with him. You gotta wonder when a fighter gets knocked out, and Masvidal got knocked out by Kamaru Usman, does that change their chin? You guys remember Chuck Liddell used to have a granite chin, and then he got absolutely just lit up by Rampage. It was never the same since. Tony Ferguson took a beating by just engaging. Hasn't been the same since. He hasn't been getting knocked out, but I think he's lost every fight since then. When you're in a war with somebody, and you're just taking tons of headshots over and over, I think that can affect fighters in a negative way moving forward. And I don't know if Masvidal, I don't know if he's gonna be the same fighter. We'll see. All right, good to hear, J Money. What's the use of getting picks if you send them straight to G League? Well, that's why I don't want 3 first-round picks, because the first pick, that's likely a top 10 pick, will be with the team. The other 2 guys will go to the G League and will never play. All right, Kent Bartle, thank you for stopping in, channel member. Appreciate your support. And yeah, it's been a rough night so far. The Spurs are down 13. 13! 13! 13! 13! Slabs! All right, get a little Pantera in me out. Just felt like saying that. Probably not good to yell while doing play-by-play, but actually didn't really hurt too much. Trying to use less throat, more here, so it's an adjustment right now that I haven't completely mastered, but working on it. Working on it here and there. Players are on the court shooting around, so I'm going to get Q3 up because, well, Q3 going to be starting. Uno momento. Mais agua. Leaders for the Spurs, Lonnie Walker with 22, De'Aaron Fox with 15. De'Aaron Fox also has 8 assists on his way to a double-double. DeJounte on his way to a triple-double, 7 rebounds, 5 assists. And I think he had 11 points. The only OMG or OMFG, they have Katie back, and they still suck. Yep. Sugar Sean O'Malley, exciting fighter. My buddy Jeff, really big fan of Sean O'Malley. We'll see. Jury's out. You know, a lot of these guys in the UFC, I'm not knocking them, but you'll see them. They'll come to the UFC 10-0 record. And they fight a couple times on the undercard against guys you never heard of and win. And then they fight like a top 10 fighter or top 5 fighter, and they're not the fighters you think you thought they were. So you got to see Sean O'Malley against some top ranked talent. I don't think he's fought a top 5 guy yet. So the jury's out. And can he stay healthy? Hasn't he jacked up his right ankle like twice already in the UFC? So injury is a big concern with him as well. Ja 33, Tam 32. Nice. Malley's not fighting Saturday, is he? Who's on that card? I don't even know. Oh, you didn't know? Oof, Spurs are losing. We don't even have 100 people in there. Sounds about right. And we're playing the Kings, who aren't exactly, are actually one of the worst draws on my channel when the Spurs play the Kings because, well, they're the Kings. All right, on the card, Colby Covington versus Jorge Masvidal. Rafael Dos Anjos is still fighting versus Renato Moyacano. Edson Barboza is on the card. Alex Oliveira. Greg Hardy still getting tons of fights in the UFC for whatever reason, even though he keeps losing, is the opening fight. Wow, Tim Elliott's on the undercard. Umar Nurmagomedov, is he related to Khabib? Maybe? Maybe not. When's Sean O'Malley fight again? See if he's got a fight coming up since we're talking about him. I don't see any fights scheduled. Last fight was December 2021, so maybe he'll fight in the summer. All right, we're getting back to the game. Kings will start it off. They are up 64-51. Winning tonight. I hope they win. Hey, Playmaker Gato drops a $5 super chat and says, "Thing report: Yankees as an organization went down slowly once George passed away." Agreed. Playmaker Gato, George Steinbrenner was the straw that stirred the drink over there. And guess what? The Spurs are down by 15 now. I agree. Line is going to end with 35 plus or 24. Sabonis now at a bucket in the paint. We are now down by 17. Wow. Demisel takes a 3. Maybe he can start waking up in the second half. Man, this is embarrassing. At home for the first time in what, 2.5 weeks? The rodeo road trip's over, and this is what the Spurs are bringing out. It's not like we're playing the Suns or something. Darren Fox jumper's good. So what pop is Kellen drives, throws it up and in. Offensive foul. Phil? I can't really argue with that right now. I can't argue with that. Might as well let Langford play. Kellen going to the bench already? Is he in foul trouble? I know he's having a bad night. Is this Lonnie checking in for him? Who came in for Kellen? KBD? KBD came in for Kellen. Good grief. Wow. Murray drives into the paint, throws it up, in. We're getting killed at home. Darren Fox drives, layup, baseline. No defense. We are down by 18. Yakapurtle in the paint. Out to Demisel, baseline 3. No good. That was a total break. DeJounte Murray offensive board and putback is good. Someone needs to play defense. Rodeo hangover. I think our record historically in the first home game back after the trip has not been that great. Well, it's not great tonight. Holiday to Sabonis. Back to Holiday. Holiday pull up 3. No good. DeJounte with the rebound. Let's get a run going here. I don't want to call blowout, especially with my team getting blown out. Murray gets pickpocketed, and the Kings on the run. Sabonis, nice bounce pass to Trey Lyles. Lyles will kick it out. Holiday wide open for 3. Jeez. Wow. 9:11 on the clock. Somebody call 911 because the Spurs are getting killed. I was shocked popped in to call a timeout. KBD drives, throws up the layup, no good. Sabonis with the rebound. Sabonis just runs right into Yakapurtle, turns the ball over. Surprised there's no foul in either. And Vassell into the paint, Euro step, layup gets rejected from Sabonis from behind. Goaltend? Goaltend. They're saving the record for the Lakers. Is that what it is? Oh, boy. 77 to 60. With the Hornets in between. Maybe. Trey Lyles for 3. Short. And the ball bounces off a few fingertips and finally lands in the hands of Justin Holiday. It's Kings ball. Back to Trey Lyles. Lyles drives. Gets it to Harrison Barnes. Barnes drops it off to Fox. Wide open for 3. Blink. No good. KBD with the rebound. Gets it up the court. KBD sprinting up the court into the paint. Euro step. And traveled. Chris, this is definitely embarrassing so far. The trials and tribulations of being a Spurs fan. McDermott's coming out. Lonnie probably coming in, I'm guessing. We got a Jay Rich sighting. Threw me off wearing the headband. Josh Richardson's checked in. Sabonis turnaround jumper. Nope, it's 79-60 now. Javier Gutierrez. Carlos Jeter. The Spurs aren't much better tonight, my man. We're down 19. Alex, we are getting blown out. And now another turnover by the Spurs. Barr sprints down the court and loses it out of bounds. Edgar, they're killing my. Usually I'm all energy, but my team's down by 19. It's hard to be all pumped up when your team's getting crushed. Kaden, yo, TSR, my team won on a buzzer beater. Congratulations, you win the championship tomorrow night, my man. All right, pulling for you. J. Rich to Jakob Pertl in the paint. Layup rolls around, rolls in. Yeah, they're going to need Lonnie back in there sooner than later. Kellen's having a horrible night. Doug's having a horrible night. De'Aaron Fox drives, gets rejected by Devin Vassell. 79-60 is better than 81-60. Okay, fair enough. Just one of those days. Sabonis bounce past the Holiday. 3-point attempt, no good. DeJounte with the rebound. DeJounte may have a double-double now. Murray out to Devin Vassell. Pull up three. Good! All right, Spurs maybe waking up a little bit. Go, Spurs, go! Carlos, the Lakers are a mess. Considering all the talent they have on that roster, yeah, they're I did not expect that. I thought they were going to be a top 4 team in the Western Conference. Yes, a semblance of defense there. John Lonnie has 22, I believe, all in the first half. He hasn't played yet. There's not going to be a TSR cooking. Cooking with TSR. You take your fruit and cut it in half. I don't know. 120 overtime. No overtime. No. I want this game to be over at a normal time. I'm going to go to bed shortly after the game, but I would prefer no overtime tonight. OMG for a new phone and my texting is way off. Chris, I think your writing's been good tonight. How's Richardson doing? Evan, he just came in. I haven't seen much from him yet. John Bonilla, I would agree with that. A little bit of Carmen LeBron James for kind of being in control of who plays on, what players come to that team. And like, Carmen's definitely hitting him hard with. He was one of the big pushers for Russell Westbrook, and man, that is not working. Russell Westbrook, LeBron James, that connection is not connecting. Good day, Ken. Thank you for stopping in. TSR voice impressions. Edgar, doing a third channel, I don't have time. And the music channel is kind of an impression channel anyway. I'm doing my impression of a singer. I think the Lakers make the plan, Robert. Barring an injury to LeBron James, they make the plan. Paid his dues with overtime. Yeah, I did, Anthony. Michael, I don't know what the Giants are going to do. I don't think your guess is as good as mine. Spurs at home for the first time again in over 2 weeks and playing rough so far. Do we think Dwight Howard's a problem? Really? Does he even play enough to be that much of a problem? I mean, Anthony Davis is out. Howard was supposed to be the backup center. It's not his fault if he's starting. I mean, that was not his expected role. It is Kings ball. They are up by 14, 79-65. Third quarter, 7 minutes to go. De'Aaron Fox with the ball right now. Pick and roll at Sabonis. And a quick whistle. Kickball. I'd rather tank and lose the game. I will never, ever, ever root for tanking. Nets fail to under. Oh, wow. It is Kings ball. 6 on the shot clock. And a steal by DeJounte Murray all alone on the fast break with a thunder dunk of justice. And hopefully this team will wake up. Kings ball. Long three is no good by Dante DaVincio. Spurs on the run and have a run right now. Keep it going. Murray to Jay Rich for three. Nah, no good. All right, well. And now a steal by KBD. Devin Sell the ball, taking it up the court. And we'll slow it up. Spurs finally playing some defense. Jay Rich in the paint, turnaround jumper is no good. Wow, really channeling his inner Rudy Gay, just chucking up the shots. Barnes thinks about a three, pulls it down. Back out to Sabonis, back to Barnes. Barnes drives. And he's fouled. Tank for Chet. No! No tank for anybody. No tank. 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 That was a Giant song I did. It was called Tank for Trevor. Tank. 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 Tank for Trevor. Something like that. I was printing ahead of Mike. 2 free throws for the Kings. First one's good. 80-67. Lonnie Walker and Trey Jones checking in for the San Antonio Spurs. Will Lonnie keep that first half magic going in the second half? Both free throws good, back to 14 points. Jakob Pertl out to KBD or to Jakob Pertl on the post. Pertl on the post versus Jones. Gets poked away. 10 on the shot clock. Josh Richardson going to chase it down. 7 on the clock. Richardson over to Lonnie Walker for a very long three. It's he picking up where he left off. Asia Robertson, thank you for stopping in. Good evening, Asia. Thank you for stopping in. Yeah, no baseball. Honestly, I'm okay with that. Fox in the paint throws it up, no good. Because there's 162 baseball games, so if they lose like 30 of them or 40 of them, whatever. Honestly, I'm okay with that. Lonnie with the ball, drives to the paint, throws up an extremely high layup, and everything's going in for Lonnie. 9-point game. 27 for Lonnie. Kings have not hit a field goal in the last Austin 3-16. Fox out to DaVincio. DaVincio 1-on-1 with Jay Rich. Drives, throws up a layup. Nice drive, nice layup. 11-point game. Just one good top pick. John, yeah. And we can still get it. We don't need the tank to get that. Trey Jones drives into the paint, gets it to Jakob Pertl. Jakob with the layup. The Spurs finally coming to life here in the third quarter with smoke him if you got him. 4:20 left to go. Lonnie is on fire. My count is not accurate. What count? Well, it's 83-74 on my TV, and now it's 83-76. Oh, 85-76, excuse me. So my score is very accurate, 85-74. If you're watching it live on Sacramento Kings TV or San Antonio Spurs television, if you whatever channels they're on, I'm going to be behind because one, I'm streaming it on my Roku. Two, there's a delay with YouTube. That's a miss in the paint for the Spurs, and now a three-pointer by Barnes. Dang it. And just like that, back to 14. 79-67? Dude, you're way behind. Michael, you're like 5 minutes behind. MLB lockout, yep. It hasn't been 79-67 in a long time. You're way, way behind. Baseball, Carlos. I was going to say, I might be behind you. You're behind me. Like, yeah, that Google score is not right. Just for the record, Google is behind. Way behind. Yes, the Google score is not right. I mean, why would I move the score whenever I see it? What's up, brother BKL? Yeah, Google score is not good, which is why I run the scoreboard. Some YouTubers will embed the ESPN scoreboard and it's not in sync with their play-by-play. So whenever I move the score, it's what I see on my TV. Well, the Spurs were waking up, but the Kings came right back and Now we're back down by 14. But we're in a commercial break right now, so it doesn't matter. Why is Google always behind with their scoreboard anyway? That doesn't make sense. I don't get it. I'm putting more trust in Rich than in Google. Well, I am watching the game live, so yes, there is that. Rudy DeJounte's on his way to another triple-double. I am too, Nova. Lonnie looks great, but I still want a win. I want Pop to tie the record tonight. He's sitting right here on my couch. Thank you, Blitzkrieg. Giancarlo, Google does not always know everything. And for whatever reason, they're way behind with the score. Vitor Kings fan, thank you for stopping in. From Brazil. Carlos, I don't know the exact reason, but I'm sure it has to do with money. It always does. Always about the money. The prune and his McDormand. Yeah, Kelman and McDormand are doormats tonight. I.e., they're not having good games. I like both players not having good games at all. Google behind just like the traffic alerts. I may or not be watching the game. You really just say that? You guys want me to show you a copy of my credit card bill with the $130 NBA team pass on? You really think I'm not watching the game? To a Guar cover. No. I do like the song The Road Behind. All right, 88-74, 3.5 minutes to go. Lonnie Walker with the ball over to Joshua Primo. Primo pass the cross court to Trey Jones, back to Jay Rich for three. In and out. Wow. And now an alley-oop to Jones. Jones is fouled. Damian Jones, excuse me, because we have Trey Jones on the Spurs who's in the game. Damian Jones going to the line for two. And the Spurs were coming back and had a run. And just like that. He is a restricted free agent, though, John. So whatever teams offer him, his Spurs will get a chance to match it. No 2 free throws for Damian Jones. It is Kings ball, 14 on the shot clock. DaVincio for three. No good. Primo with the rebound. I'm not going to show you my credit card. It has my number on it. Come on. You need to go to a much stupider YouTube channel than this one. This channel's pretty stupid at times, but not that stupid. 7 on the shot clock for Josh Richardson. Over to Trey Jones. I don't want Trey Jones shooting a three. He's going to drive to the paint, pull up. Is good. It's one of the few times I said Trey Jones' name shooting a bucket. Some teams might overtake they could. Well, Airgood has got the punch by the got the old timeout. Not sure what was being said, but yeah. Oh well. Dude sounded sus. Good night, playmaker. Hopefully when you get up, you see that the Spurs came back and won. We get the ball into Damian Jones. Jones with 6 on the shot clock. Drops it off to De'Aaron Fox. Fox kicks it out. They go around the world. And now travel. The pug, what's going on? One thing to know about this channel is I do not give out wrenches to people that ask for them. In fact, asking for a wrench will put you farther down the list. Josh Primo's been having a quiet last few weeks, Alex. He's been struggling. You could tell he's kind of hit the rookie wall. DeJounte Murray cutting to the paint. Layup, good. 10-point game. Spurs win by 4. No, well, I made a point that I said my credit card statement has the $130 team pass charge on it, and then he asked to see my credit cards. I get it. Jones getting tied up, and we're going to have a jump ball. Minute 47 to go, 88-78. I'll get the puck. People are new here, haven't been in much. I like to just let people know the rules are. If people ask for a wrench, they're probably not getting a wrench. I randomly give them out to people that I've seen coming to the streams, comment on the videos. Especially people watching the Giants content. people that watch the Spurs content and still watch the Giants content that aren't Giants fans, that really makes me, that gets me here. I'm like, oh wow, you're really supporting the channel. Like you're just enjoying, hearing me yap. That's a turnover for the Kings. Lonnie on a fast break into the paint. Boom shakalaka! 8-point game, and Lonnie Walker having a career night. I think he's got 30, 29 or 30 now. With a couple dunks, some threes, he's doing a little bit of everything. Lonnie Walker in the best stretch of his career as a San Antonio Spur. It is Kings ball. Pull up three, no good. Primo with the rebound. The crowd is chanting. They're finally back into it. Thank goodness. Primo into Zach Collins. Collins in the paint. Double clutch. Jumper. Good. 6-point game. All good, Jacob. All good. The thing is, I'm surprised Cowboys fans aren't trolling me more on videos. Maybe when I'm live during the season, you guys will make fun of me. Or when the Giants are losing. Maybe that's what you're waiting for. And now another turnover for the Kings, baby. I mean, Cowboys fans probably don't want to talk too much trash now, even though you made the playoffs the way your season ended. Yeah, I probably wouldn't say anything either. So, Kings on another 3+ minute run without a field goal. DeJounte at the free throw line, out to Trey Jones. Jones driving baseline, gets the ball knocked out of his hands. Foul. That's the first foul on the Kings. That's the first foul on the Kings this quarter. There's only 2 on the Spurs. You know what? Keep the whistles in your pockets. He is, John. He is. King's going to try and sign Lonnie. Good grief. I hope not. I'm glad I never spoke bad about him, but I just said if he keeps playing poorly, he's not going to get re-signed. Well, he's another missed free throw for the Spurs. Trey Jones misses free throw. He's at the line. All right, never mind. The Spurs are in the bonus. They had 0 fouls up for the Kings. They just changed it to 4. Man, the NBA scoreboard's been all out of whack tonight. Yes, Devontae Booker, Kyle Rudolph, and Asia. More cuts coming, unfortunately. He missed them both! You dingbat! Sorry, Nova. Yeah, Evan, they had 0 up there, and it magically went to 4. 23 seconds to go, 7-second differential, 6-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. But man, Kelman and Trey both went 0 for 2 from the line. Like they went to the line and missed both their free throws. And we're down by 6. We need those points. That pull-up 3 is a complete brick by Jeremy Lamb. Spurs can hold for the last shot. Trey Jones will bring it up. Gets it to Lonnie for a long 3. Off the glass, off the rim, no good. Well, we're down by 6, so the game's not over.
It's not so yet. You don't remember, I will let you forget.
All right. We can still win this. Trey's in on tank mode. The game is not over. Nothing is over. You just don't turn it off. Little Rambo from First Blood. And isn't the truth? With sports, nothing is over. You just don't turn it off. I hope we keep the momentum going. Lonnie Walker is what? Got 29, couple points short out of a career high. Can he finish with 40 tonight? I'd love to see that. No Spurs scored 40 this season. Jacob, Kelman, and Doug tonight. They are... I don't think Devin's having a good night either. A lot of our starting lineup is really struggling from the floor. Who likes the Kings? My armor isn't going up. Michael, did I scare you? I'm sorry. Spurs would be in the lead with that. How many free throws have we missed, Chris? It's a lot. It's what, 6 or 7 free throws? Well, you said we'd be in the lead, so 7 or 8 free throws. At the very least, we'd be down by. The 2 guys go 0 for 2 from the line, and Trey had been shooting the free throws extremely well, shooting like 85% earlier in the season. He's been missing a lot lately. What all the free throws we missed, it should be 88, 85-ish, but it is what it is. All right, Demetrius likes the Kings. Thank you for being here. I know there's Kings fans in the chat. There's more Spurs fans than Kings fans in the chat because I'm a Spurs channel. It should be obvious. I mean, That being said, I know opposing teams come to the channel, and you are all welcome here, and I appreciate you hanging out. If he scores 40, and that means we know what this man can do, and we'd be fools not to resign him. That's true. We're 4 of 10 from the line. 4 of 10? Yeah, we should at least have 3 more points on that board. John, I'd rather see the Spurs win, make the play-in, lose in the play-in, still get a lottery pick, so that way they get the experience, they fight, but it wasn't all for nothing. Get a lottery pick, Pop gets the record, and then kind of everybody's happy. The win people are happy, the don't tank people are happy, but the get a draft pick people are happy. The people that want Pop to get the record are happy. It's a little bit of everything.
Are you not entertained?
Go Charlotte Bobcats. All right, Gabriella, that's cool. Evan, I saw your comment there. I don't know if I saw your last comment because I don't remember what it is. Spurs start off the ball in the fourth Q. Lonnie over to DeJounte, 4 on the shot clock. Murray starts to drive, pull up jumper, front rim no good. DiVinzio with the rebound. Yes, make planning to make them out on a national. Make them put us on national TV. Exactly. That would be a win too. Sabonis drives. Layup might have been partially blocked. He's screaming for a foul. No whistle. Spurs ball down by 6. 11-11 to go. Devin takes a 3. No good. That was a bit of a brick. Holiday for 3. No good. DeJounte with the rebound. DeJounte definitely has a double-double at this point. I just don't know how close he is to a triple-double. Lonnie wide open for a baseline 3. Ah! That's back-to-back missed 3s for the Spurs. DiVinzio drives. Layup is no good. Gets his own miss back out to Holiday for 3. That's going to bounce off the rim a couple times. No good. Both teams cold to start the fourth quarter. As a matter of fact, we don't have any points here in the fourth quarter as of yet. Turtle in the chat. Devin Vassell. Out to Zach Collins. Back to DeJounte Murray. 14 on the shot clock. Murray starts to drive. Gets by everybody into the paint. There we go. First bucket of the quarter. 80-84. 4-point game. El Cuatro. Sabonis almost loses the ball. Kings get it back. Go around the world. DiVinzio's open for 3. That perimeter defense. Only 6 assists, Greg? Oh, shoot. All right. Taiwo John, Devin's been struggling since he's been inserted in the starting lineup for the most part. It's been an adjustment process for him. Joshua Primo with the ball right now. Interesting to see him in the fourth quarter. Zach Collins loses the ball in the paint. And Zach Collins has been struggling with turnovers since he's come back. And now layup fast break down the other end. It's a miss. It's knocked out of bounds. It'll be Spurs ball. Davion Mitchell blows the layup. We're in this game, Spurs fans. We got to keep the pedal to the metal. Down by only 7. Got to finish strong. Finish what you start. Yeah, Evan, we do have 2 open roster spots. I don't know what the heck they're going to do with those. Sign me? Sure. I'll go sit on. I'll be a bench warmer. I don't care. Murray's wide open for 3. He's finally going to take it and miss it. We can't make a 3 in the fourth quarter. That's 3 missed 3s, and those missed 3s are hurting us. Sabonis in the paint. Almost loses the ball. Does lose the ball. Turnover, Spurs ball. Lance, maybe they don't believe in Josh. No one wants to win. It feels like that. Spurs down by 7, 9:01 to go. Both offenses have been pretty rough this quarter. The Kings have scored 3. The Spurs have scored 2. It was 88-82 when the quarter started, I believe, and neither offense can get it going. Jakob is checked back in for San Antonio. So is Doug McDermott, who's not been very good tonight. Doug drives into the paint and gets his shot blocked, but a late whistle and foul on Dougie McBuckets. Can anybody make a shot? No. Lonnie's going to finish the season strong, though, Evan. If he has 40 tonight and then has 7 games where he averages 5 points per game, y'all going to flip on him immediately. I'll stick with what I've been saying. I'll say if he keeps playing like this, he's not going to get signed, but you're going to see people all of a sudden flip and say, get rid of Lonnie, get rid of Lonnie. I ain't saying get rid of anybody. I'm just saying in a fact. If a player's playing bad, he's not going to get re-signed. If he's playing good, he's going to. They'll get the line for one more free throw. Jacob, I agree. I agree. Second free throw is good. 5-point game. If the Spurs weren't so poo from the line tonight, it would be an even closer game. Oh, poor Dougie with the McDormand. Oh, boy. Drive down the other end, and that's a complete miss by Davion Mitchell. May have been partially blocked. It's Spurs ball. We can cut this lead down even more. Joshua Primo drives to the paint, tries to get it to Jakob Poeltl. It's deflected out of bounds, and it will be Spurs ball, 13 on the shot clock. Well, Luka Samanic was capable of showing us some great moments. Where is he now? Because he showed us more bad moments than good. Way more. And he showed us he had no heart in San Antonio. Hate to say it. Primo for 3. Good! Two-point game. 8:15 to go. This is the closest it's been since, what, early in the first quarter? Sabonis in the paint. Passes it out to DaVincio for 3. It's short. Devin Vassell the rebound. The Spurs can tie it with 8 minutes to go. Let's go! Devin Vassell. Vassell open for 3. He's just going to take it. Back rim, no good. Rebound goes to Primo. Primo in the paint, and he throws it in. Tied game, baby. 5 points in a row for Joshua Primo. Tied game. The Spurs are finally awake and fired up, and so am I. Jeez. Do I want Donovan Mitchell on the Spurs? That's like from the Utah Jazz? Or do you mean Davion Mitchell? Donovan Mitchell's not going anywhere. Calvin, channel member, thank you for stopping in. Kelvin's not injured, Alex. He's playing very poorly tonight. Not playing, but his shots aren't going in. Oh, wow. 91 all. Man, it took us the whole game to get to wake up. Man, we woke up and finally, Kelvin is not injured as far as I know. Primo's got potential. He's a rookie. He's 19 now. Yeah, we can't say he's going to be the next coming of Manu Ginobili or Tony Parker. You know, great guards. We also can't call him a bust. He's Joshua Primo right now. He's gonna have moments like this, and he's gonna have moments where we're gonna be like this. It is what it is. He's a teenage rookie in the NBA. I like to see Devin get to the basket more. He's shown an ability to finish at the rim, so yeah, I would agree with that. How does this affect LeBron's legacy? It doesn't. He's not on either team. He's never played for either team. Brandon, we're in a commercial break. I don't know how much time is left. Or 7 minutes. Thank you. We're in a commercial break, but the Spurs struggling all game. Finally, coming to life at the end of the third and in the fourth quarter. Evan, I'm the same way. I love it when players shut me up and play well. I mean, that's great. And sometimes sometimes subscribers say, "Man, you must feel stupid that you said blah blah blah, and now they're playing well." I'm like, no, I'm glad they are. South Tex, exactly. 3-mo. Don Mitchell's definitely going somewhere? I got you, Evan. Okay. Hyung Jong Lee, thank you for stopping in. Ian from the Philippines, thank you for being here. Anthony, go Spurs, go Spurs! The AT&T Center is finally a rockin'. Tied game with 7:45 to go. Hey, there's the Admiral and his son sitting in the stands. My man. Let's tie the record tonight for Greg Popovich Spurs. Jay Richardson did play tonight, just didn't really show as much. Romeo Langford, probably going to be garbage time Romeo. I hate to say it. Barnes with the ball, out to Holiday, open for three, takes the three, misses the three, long rebound, goes back to Barnes. And De'Aaron Fox with the ball now, one-on-one with Jakob Poeltl. I don't like that. Crossover, no, Trey Jones picks him up now. Out to Holiday, open for three again. That's no good. Spurs getting a little lucky. These shots are going in and out, so now the Kings are feasting on In-N-Out burgers that the Spurs were in the first quarter. 7 minutes to go. Doug McDermott starts a drive, turnaround jumper, no good. Our forwards have not played well tonight, that being Doug McDermott and Keldon Johnson. De'Aaron Fox out to Sabonis. Thought about a three for a second, pulls it down, back to De'Aaron Fox. Fox in the post, gets it to Sabonis. Sabonis back to Fox. Fox steps back. Three is good. 6.5 minutes to go, 3-point game. Bring back Juancho. What's up, Agong from the Philippines? And we're going to have a whistle on Sabonis. 6:28 to go. Spurs down 94-91. A song for Primo. I did do the Sandwich Master song. Unfortunately, it only has 250 views. Probably because you guys already watched it on this channel. Now it's on the music channel. Primo, I kind of gotten away from the sports songs because they're so niche. Trey Jones is at the line. He missed another free throw. These guys have been practicing with Jakob Poeltl? Dude, our free throw shooting is horrible tonight. Made one or two. Asia, yeah, I wouldn't, you might want to delete that comment. I know he's been vocal on his YouTube channel, but I don't know if I want to be that. I know I've been texting him every day, but yeah, I would probably, yeah. Jakob in the paint, layup, good. Tied game again. No, don't lose for the greater good. Win for the fans that are there, paying hundreds of dollars for their tickets. Fox is the paint, layup, good, and one. Sugar. Gosh darn it. 96-94. And a free throw coming. That's all right, Asia. I know you meant well, but I have been talking to him every day, and I'm going to continue to talk to him every day. Free throw's good. I'm glad to see the Entertainer Talking Sports is back. Speaking of sports channels, he was gone for almost 3 weeks. He was gone for 3 weeks. I honestly thought something happened to him. I guess he was just taking a vacation. I don't remember ever hearing anything or reading anything, so glad he's back. Vassell for three again. There you go, gentlemen. We got a tie game again. This is a great game. Why would you want the Spurs to lose? They're out there fighting, been fighting all night. Who would want their team to lose after fighting all night like this? I just don't get it. Fox for three. No good. Walker with the rebound. DJ will bring it up for the Spurs. DeJounte starts to drive in the paint. Throws it up and in. And the Spurs have their first lead in. Yes, Carlos, I'm a pescatarian. I do eat fish, my friend. 99-97.
5 minutes remaining.
Harrison Barnes in the paint. Loses the ball. Turnover. Spurs ball. We do have the lead. DeJounte to Trey Jones. Jones in the paint. Layup. Good! The crowd is chanting go. Spurs go. The team is fired up. I'm fired up. Let's go. Barnes in the post. Gets into the paint. Nice job. Up and under. 101.99. MJ, what's going on? Joey's not in there for his defense. But I can see where, yeah, offense, As long as the offense is outscoring his defense, fine, whatever. Trey Jones goes baseline, reverse layup. Beautiful reverse layup on the give and go with Jakob Pertl. Has a what? Jones with the ball. Damian Jones, that is. To Dante DaVincio. DaVincio throws it back out. Harrison Barnes around to De'Aaron Fox. Back to Trey Lyles. Lyles with the bucket and one. 3 more assists. Keldon Johnson's only played a couple minutes in the second half. Yes, you did, Jacob. What a crazy ending to this game. The Spurs were down the whole game. Coming to life, though. Spurs don't want Chet. I mean, the guys are killing the tank. 3-point play is good. 3:49 to go. No overtime. Phil, I don't think Sacramento's throwing where the Spurs are fired up. Finally. Finally! Feeding off the crowd. Gosh, Lonnie Walker for 3. No good. Lonnie going cold in the fourth quarter. And now a turnover. Trey Jones to DeJounte and nice. And now turnover by the Spurs. Both teams trying to tank. I don't want it. No, I don't want it. No, really. You have the ball. No, you have the ball. 3:20 to go. Spurs up by 1, 103-102. Austin 3:16 to go. And now another whistle. That's a defensive foul on the Spurs. I don't know if I have Begon. Honestly, don't know. Rudy, I am calling the Spurs versus Hornets Saturday night. That is at 7 p.m. Eastern. It's going to be a early Saturday night game. I gotta reset my NBA app real quick. Lonnie, I think he has 28 or 29. Yes, Carlos. April 6th is when I start. Actually, I think you already have 3 years with me, Carlos, because weren't you stuck in the 80s? When I was stuck in the 80s? So it's over 3 years. But yes, definitely 3 years. No, you discovered me on one other sports channel. You did say that. So yes. Yes, hot potato. Over 240 points. You would need overtime for that, I think. 205 right now with 3:10 to go. De'Aaron Fox is at the line for 2. And he missed the first free throw. DJ's, is he mad at Trey? I didn't see it. Timeout. Timeout, 103-102, 3:10 to go. Denmark, what's up? Yeah, go Spurs, go. Go Spurs, go! I don't know how many fouls anybody has, to be honest with you. They're playing. Who wants to play for overtime? 2 small market teams. I know you could say San Antonio is huge, but when it comes to just fan base, they're considered more small market. Why play for overtime? And it's not a nationally televised game. What's the benefit of playing for overtime? Joey, I'm 44. Quattro. Prune, is that how you found me? Wait, which United States Women's National Team? The one that I always get trolled on? They made fun of on a daily basis? Appreciate that, Carlos. 2 poverty franchise. Oh, wow. Diego, that's harsh. I would be mad at Trey, too. Pop's looking at the scoreboard. Yes, he is. I'm going to look at it, too. If the game ends like this, I'll be happy. It'll be weird to have no scoring in the last 3 minutes. But I'd be happy with a 1-point lead. I don't want overtime either, Evan. Especially, I have to work in the morning, so I really, really don't want overtime. The prune. No kidding. How about that? 39? 44 still feeling, fairly athletic. I can dunk on my hoop, but that's not a good parameter if I can still dunk. From dunking over the years, my hoop is, the backboard's bent a little bit. I don't know what it's made out of, a certain kind of plastic. So the rim's bent a little bit. It's even when I stand on my driveway, because my driveway, the way it's angled, but I know when I dunk on it, it's an inch short. So I'm not getting too far above the rim right now. I'm also not in basketball shape. It's the winter in New England. I have a feeling once spring rolls around and I'm out there every single day playing hoops, then I'll be dunking again and we'll finally put up a video on this channel of me throwing it down. I can only throw it down with one hand, right hand dunk, one of those weak dunks. But the fact that I can do it at all at 44, still pretty cool. Herbert, I agree. You still online too, sir? Oh no, still working from home. At least until the end of June, which I love. If under 249 points, you win 24,000. 44 is new 34. 33 Thursday to midnight. Lonnie Walker, heck of a first three quarters, gone a little quiet in the fourth. Could he be a little tired out? Not used to shooting the ball as much? De'Aaron Fox at the line, trying to tie it up. One more free throw. Free throw is good. 103-0. Ain't no weak dunks at 44. That's true, Prune. Thank you. That's a good point. The fact that I can still do it is something. See, Spurs going with Lonnie, KBD, Jakob, Devin, and DeJounte at the end. And Jakob with a long jumper. For him, that's the best play we could come up with. All right, 2:45 to go. De'Aaron Fox over to DaVincio. DaVincio in the paint, loses the ball, and we're going to have a jump ball. Jump ball. DJ, Arnie, usual DJ stuff. Double-double, close to a triple-double. Jaden, it's going actually pretty well. The Spurs were down by as much as 16 at one point, and I've been fighting all night, and finally, we got a tied game in the fourth quarter. It's Jakob Poeltl versus Dante DaVincio. That should be a weird... I just read that. That should be a jump ball won by the Spurs. And I literally just started reading your message, Diego, that thought was inappropriate, and the ball is knocked out of bounds, and it's going to be King's ball. Jakob knocked out of bounds. I guess that was a weird jump ball. Kings ball, 2:36 to go. Tied game, 103 all. And another deflection by the Spurs stays with the Kings. The Kings only have 6 on the shot clock, though. Asia, you're not weird. You're not weird. I was reading somebody else's comment. Mariel from the Philippines, go Spurs, go. By the way, if you guys not hit the thumbs up, would appreciate if you could get me up to 150. That's the goal for tonight. We're at 131. We have enough people to hit 150. So if you can help a brother out, working hard here since the start of the game, even when the Spurs were getting crushed. Vincenzo, is that how you say it? It's a D. It starts with a D, though. How would it be Vivencenzo? That's a weird sounding D. I don't know what's happened in the game. There's like a stoppage right now, and I don't know why. They just took a second off of the shot clock, so they have 5 on the shot clock now. Kings ball, 2:35 to go. And now a quick foul. Not what we wanted. Foul on Devin Vassell. Kellen Johnson's on the bench, Ken. He's been struggling all night. I think Papa's benched him. 2 free throws for Dante. Give the Kings a lead from the line. Dang it. Thank you, Tien from North Korea. Thank you for stopping in. First free throw is no good. Wow, both teams really struggling from the line at times tonight. Jason, thank you. Metal, I bought the NBA Team Pass back in early October. It was like $130 for the preseason and regular season. 1 point game. 104, 103, 2:30 to go. Murray will bring it up for the Spurs. Murray to Jakob. Jakob back out to Lonnie Walker. Walker will drive, pull up jumper. Is no good. Lonnie's gone ice cold in the fourth quarter. And Lakers are down 36-31 to the Clippers. Just throwing that out there as you guys were talking about that game earlier. I think Clippers win that. The Lakers are a mess right now. Trey Lyles. Back out to Dante. Back to Lyles. To Sabonis. Sabonis in the paint. Layup. No good. And now a really late whistle. Oh, that was extremely late. Let's take a look. Touch foul. The Spurs are going to challenge it. Sabonis with a nice acting job, too, by the way. How long before the Spurs become this? You mean like the winning Spurs? If they get a lottery pick, well, they're gonna have a lottery pick. If they get a legit power forward, and Lonnie could keep playing like he has been as a sixth man, maybe as early as next year. If we're talking championship Spurs, 2 or 3 years away. Pop Squad, thank you for subbing the channel. By the way, if anybody's new to the channel, I'm obviously a San Antonio Spurs channel. I cover most of their games, probably 95% of their live games. I usually don't do back-to-backs anymore just to save my voice. I'm also a singer. I'm also a big New York Giants fan, so I cover them as well, and I'll be streaming their games live for better, for worse, like a bad marriage or good marriage. I'll be covering their games on Sundays now, and they're so bad. They're so freaking bad. But I love them. They're my team. And that's Prime of the channel. And like to have fun here, interactive chat. I goof around a lot, do impressions. Occasionally I'll do a run of Mortal Kombat or Star Wars or Freddy Krueger, depending on my mood. Draft, yes, I'll be live for the NBA draft and the NFL draft. NFL draft is next month. The NBA draft is June-ish, right? June, July? Sabonis is going to the line for 2. It was a touch on the it's touch fouls in the NBA, guys. I had a feeling that was going to go against us. It was a little bloop, but that's the NBA. It's what it's become, and you just have to deal with it and play on. Sabonis first free throw, good, 2-point lead. Yes, Evan, I'll be alive for the lottery as well. Eric, I'm a Spurs fan. I can't say that. Guillermo, they're very inconsistent. Sabonis' second free throw is good. Yeah, don't troll each other in the chat. Can't we all get along? And no, I'm not making fun of Rodney King. I mean that. We're all NBA fans. We're all here hanging out, if you will. Murray in the paint gets his shot blocked. That's turnover. Oh boy. 106, 103, a minute 38 to go. Now I've got a little bit of a sinking feeling in my stomach. De'Aaron Fox to Sabonis. The Kings are on a 7-0 run. I just heard Bill Land say. I think it's Bill Land and Sean Elliott tonight. Yeah, it's Bill. Fox, brick 3. Venzio gets the ball back. They get it to Barnes in the paint. Layup. That's a 5-point game. Valine, what's up? Your Kings are up by 5. As I would agree, AZ has done it. The Kings on a 9-0 run in the last 240. The NBA is definitely much softer than 90s basketball. Still my favorite. Lonnie with the ball, crazy all sorts of dribbling, drives into the paint and gets fouled. Tim Duncan, I don't think he's coming back out of retirement. Tankovic. Okay, the Kings fans, do you want to win or do you want to tank? Me personally, I'm all for winning. I'll always root for win over tank. Even though I've got a lot of members or subscribers that are calling for the tank. The Sabonis just foul out? Yep. Domantas Sabonis fouls out with 1 minute to go. 12.6 fouls. Not saying that on this channel. Did Trey? I don't know. Didn't Lonnie at the line makes the first free throw, and all those missed free throws by the Spurs are now haunting us. I think Trey Jones missed 3 free throws tonight. Usually a good free throw shooter. All those missed free throws now. Yes, Trey Jones did cuz here. He missed the second one. The free throws are going to possibly cost us another game. They are cost us in a game. Another missed free throw. Unbelievable. De'Aaron Fox pull-up jumper, no good. I'm losing my voice at the end of the game. Murray with the ball in the paint. Turns it over. Now whistle. We have a timeout, apparently. Wow. H not 38 seconds ago. Evan, I'll see you later. To anybody heading out, please hit the thumbs up on the way out. But DeJounte Murray just kicked his chair, spun around into the paint, turned the ball over, and the Kings called the timeout. Trey Lyles actually got the loose ball, former Spur. 8 of 16 from the line, Greg? 8 of 16? 12 of 16 is 75%, which seems... No, that's 12 of 16 is 66%. Yeah, I know, Carlos. I lost my voice for a second. Which is why I don't call back-to-backs for that specific reason. 12 of 16 is reasonable, I think. 6 of 8, that is 75%. 12 of 16, 75%. That's not unreasonable. But 8 of 16, see what I'm getting at? 4 more free throws, it's a tied game. Those free throws are going glaze and bacon. Not the way you want to lose. Still goes first go here. Murray looks extremely frustrated. A turnover at the end of the game. Bad nights for Keldon. Bad night for Dougie. Lonnie looked like he was on his way to a career high. I think he came up short. I don't think he scored in the fourth quarter. Yeah, Michael, it does. Exactly, Greg. I expect me to miss free throws. I don't expect them to miss free throws. DiVincenzo gets fouled. He'll go to the line for 2. 8 of 16 from the line is terrible. No, this game's not Lonnie's fault. The free throw shooting, being down the whole game, and then 8 of 16 from the line. When does Becky move on after the season, Butterfly? As soon as the season's over, she's out and out to Las Vegas. First free throw's good, and that's probably the dagger. Mavs just beat the Warriors. Wow, the Warriors are struggling. Like they're dealing with a ton of injuries. Lakers are losing again. Carlos, that's the game. Yeah, Pop's calling a timeout. 110. Oh, I'm not on my scoreboard. 110, 104. I'll stay till the end to go over the game stats. Keldon only played 15 minutes. I know he was playing bad, but 15? Dang. 15 minutes for KJ. Wow. 36 to 42. Carlos, that game's early. Lakers were getting beat by their last game. They were getting beat pretty bad, and they came back in the fourth quarter. So it's not over. What's up, PH? Thank you for stopping from the Philippines. Who do we play? The Hornets, Big Sean, on Saturday. I'll be live at 7 p.m. Eastern. I'm gonna have Pop with me every night now until he breaks the record. TSR, are these the best kind of losses in the long run? Give us better lottery. I still don't like losing. Thank you, Butterfly. Kerm, good night. I know it's for the better of the team by losing, but I don't have that mentality. I don't. If I had that losing mentality, there'd be no TSR Sports. I almost gave up on the channel last year, but I decided to fight back when I was down and out and made a ton of mistakes. I made so many mistakes with the channel last year. I was like, maybe I should just give up. And thankfully I didn't. If I was really a give upper, I would have given up on YouTube years ago. I've told you guys, my first YouTube channel, I had 16 subscribers for 10 years and still kept at it. Murray with the ball. Over to Lonnie. Lonnie for 3. Nope. Jakob with the rebound put back. It's good. 16 seconds to go. What's up, Corey up 121? My Wendy, yes, this is frustrating. The Greater Good is a Magic the Gathering card where you sacrifice a creature, draw cards equal to its power, and then discard 3 cards. 2 colorless, 2 green. It's a good card. Yep, 15 to go, timeout. Afghanistan, baby, you're a Kings fan? I didn't know that. Well, congrats. It looks like you got us, barring some missed free throws. Jacob, big man. Big man. I'll be doing some NBA mock drafts after we know where the Spurs are picking. Right now, I've done 2 just because you guys were asking about it, and I try to be the people's champ. So I did reviewed a Spurs mock draft, and then I did a live mock draft where you guys actually picked all the players for like the first 25 picks. There's 16 seconds left, Robert. Caps, I would agree with that. I will never have basketball again. Kings nearly gave me a heart attack. Thank you, Brandon. The Kings look bad tonight. Well, I mean, if you look bad, what do we look like? Because we're possibly going to lose. We're down by 4 with very few seconds left. We got 250 thumbs up, though. I want to thank you all for hitting the thumbs up. I do appreciate it. It does help the channel. And I got to say, I've told you guys before, this is the happiest I've been on the channel in ages. Just being a San Antonio Spurs channel and a New York Giants channel, with maybe a little light sprinkling of U.S. Women's National Team and Yankees here and there. Very light sprinkling, but these are the two teams I love the most, and I want to devote most of my time to them. When Kristen Press comes back, maybe I'll do a U.S. Women's National Team stream, but Kristen Press needs to come back. I just don't want to watch the U.S. Women's National Team without her out there. I said it. 15.7 seconds. And it was King's ball. Did Lonnie get the career high, Diego? I thought he fell a little short. His career high was like 31. Doesn't he have like how many? I'm gonna check how many points Lonnie has right now. He's got 30. That's not his career high. I think 31 or 32 is his career high. I'm not gonna say my team effing sucks. I mean, that's a rough, but are you going to do the the Women's World Cup? Maybe, but that's not till next year. The Men's World Cup? No, I don't know any. 2 free throws for the Kings. The first one's good. Harrison Barnes at the line for 2. Well, I'm glad you do. But not the place to tell people that. You made them both. Yeah, that's the dagger now. DeJounte will bring it up for the Spurs. It's going to be a quick 3. It's going to be a quick 3 by DeJounte. And it's good! 9 seconds to go. What? Why does he always hit these like end of game 3 bombs? Full court pressure. They'll get it into Barnes. Barnes fouled again with 8.4 to go. Didn't KBD do this in a recent game where he hit a bomb late at the game? It was against the Heat, or I don't know who it was against. 112 to 109. Harrison Barnes at the line for 2 more. Clippers 47, Lakers 38. Dang. Is Lonnie's career 28? I thought he had 30 something. I don't know. Barnes' first free throw is good. Did Lonnie get a career high? Robert, I'd be willing to put money on that. MB3D, it feels good to be going. It does. Second free throw. Man, those missed free throws are killing us. DeJounte with the ball, gets it up the court. Corner 3. God, what the heck? 2.2 seconds to go. The Spurs got to steal the ball. That's the only, getting into Barnes, foul, 1.4 to go. DeJounte just hit back-to-back threes. Keldon played like 2 minutes in the second half. They said Lonnie had 30. I'm going to check what his career high is. What a crazy ending to the game. Walker's career high, according to Basketball Reference, is 31, 2020 to 21. Last I checked, it said he had 30, so I think he's going to be just short. He missed the first free throw! Oh my, does he miss this on purpose? Spurs do not have any timeouts. Does Harrison Barnes miss this on purpose? He made it. 1.4 to go. They throw it to DeJounte. DeJounte, 3. Air ball. Wow. Guys, I don't know why Keldon barely played in this game. He was struggling. What a hectic, chaotic ending. Congratulations, Kings fans. This actually turned out to be a good game. I'm humble in winning, but humble in defeat. That was an extremely rushed 3 by DeJounte. He had to take a rush 3. We didn't have any timeouts, Jacob. We could have really used a timeout there to get the ball up, but we didn't have any. So let's take a look at the Sacramento Kings stats first. Harrison Barnes, 27 points. Dang, I didn't realize he lit us up for that much. Trey Lyles with 9. Sabonis with 12, 12 and 6. Nice stat line. Justin Holiday with 12. Darren Fox, 26, 6 and 9. Off the bench, Davion Mitchell with 8. Dante DaVincio with 11. Jeremy Lamb and Chimizi Mitu both with 0. Damian Jones with 10 for the San Antonio Spurs. Keldon Johnson, 2 points on 1 of 6 shooting. Just didn't have it tonight. Doug McDermott also didn't have it. 4 points on 1 of 5 shooting. Jakob Poeltl with 16, 6 and 4. Devin Vassell with 14. DeJounte with 29, 12 and 7, including a couple big threes at the end. Unfortunately, DeJounte had 5 turnovers. I noticed teams focusing on stopping him a little more, and his turnovers seem to be going up a little bit more lately. Somebody else is going to have to step up with the ball. Lonnie Walker, 1 point shy of tying his career high. Unfortunately, he finished with 30, though. Joshua Primo with 6, hit some big buckets at the end. Zach Collins with 4, Trey Jones with 7. KBD and Josh Richardson both with a donut. Game over is correct, Diego, but it ended up being a fun game. Chris, the game's over. Time left is, I got to change the scoreboard to FIN. The game's actually over. And yes, those missed free throws came back to haunt us big time. I actually didn't look at the Spurs free throws. We missed 8, right? Let me pull up NBA.com because I forgot to check in my app. Spurs, there you go. Spurs free throws. We went 8 of 16. Trey Jones, 1 of 4. Keldon, 0 for 2. Lonnie and Joshua Primo, both 1 for 2. 8 missed free throw, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, 8 missed free throws, and the Spurs lost by 3. Free throws got us. What can I say? If you get the thumbs up on the way out, would appreciate you. We're close to 200. If we can get to 200, great. If not, that's cool too. I'm going to wrap it up. Good game. I'll be back Saturday night and maybe do a video tomorrow on the Spurs if I have time, or I'll do one Saturday. We'll see. Anyway, thank you for tuning in. Until next time, what you gonna do when TSR Sports runs wild on you? Go Spurs, go! Boom.